Hello, hello. So, once it kicks in, there we go. We are here. We are back for our little Greek adventure, is what's happening right now. Welcome if you're around. Welcome if you're not. Welcome if you are. I don't know what's going on today. It's a bit late for a stream, but I thought I'd go for a late one. Why not? Let's go crazy. So, for those who missed yesterday, we are playing as Ilioupoli in the Greek second tier. This is where our random recruitment took us to, and the current situation is that this club doesn't have any money at all, and we're trying to stop the bleeding. So that's the plan. We're going to try and stop the bleeding. We're also going to try and bring in a whole bunch of new friends from around Europe. So hopefully we're going to get some helpful friends coming in from across the Premier League, and I've got some players coming on loan from the Bundesliga. Essentially, the plan is I'm not going to pay any players, and they're going to hopefully like that. Is the plan. Right, I need to make sure I've got my responsibilities set because I shouldn't be playing any friendlies, and I don't know why I am because I told it not to let me do that. Doing team talks, friendly matches. That's what I wanted, and I'll take control of those team talks. That's what I had it the wrong way around. Good stuff. That's what we love to see. I'm organised and all of that good stuff. So that's gone well. We've beaten Marco. I don't know who Marco is, but I hope he feels bad after that. We've got so many friendlies between now and the beginning of the season. So many friendlies. I may have misjudged when the Greek season starts because it looks like it starts in September. I thought I'd have like a really short pre-season because I came in fairly late, but apparently not, so that's fine. Nothing happening there. Good stuff. Oh, we've got some kind of cup thing. Is that some kind of cup thing? What's a KYP? The Kipelo Eliados. I guess that's the Greek main cup, would be my guess, because it's 13th in Europe. Excellent. Let's try and win that. That's going to be our next game and everything. So hopefully we'll actually have a squad in for that. That'd be lovely if we could pull that off. And then we start off with something called the FLN here, which is the Football League Notios Omilos. I probably should have looked at the competitions when we came in. Where are the competitions now? That's the big question. Where are the competition listings for the... Is it on the club site now? Is that where that's gone? Competitions. We have got the Kipelo Eliados we knew we were in, and we have got the Super League 2. That's because I've put a name fix on, isn't it? Because that's going to be the second tier, and that's the first. It's because it's a two thing split. Okay, good. So that's probably north and south will be my guess. I don't speak Greek. I can't help with the Greek, so that's fun. Anyway, we will get it done regardless. We'll make something happen. Hopefully we'll get a result in this first game coming up, which I'm sure I said the 14th of the 8th, and it's now the 16th. So maybe we found our first bug of the new patch. That'd be good. We'll find out. 4 days. So 20th is when we're playing. Excellent. And we're playing Kalamata, which I think is one of the Greek islands off the top of my head. Although I cannot pretend for the life of me that I am great at Greek geography. I've only been there a couple of times, so we'll see. Our first signing, Dominic Lindemeyer from Augsburg. You can see just how thorough I've been with my scouting because I know nothing about this guy other than he plays for Augsburg and he's not being paid a wage. And I'm going to kind of run on vibes from there, to be honest. We are basically building a team on vibes from that league, slightly better than this one. So I guess we'll see how that goes. Hopefully well, but anything can happen. The thing I know about the Greek league is you can have 99 players, but you can only have 8 non-EU players. So I've had to go careful on the number of players I can have whose names I can pronounce. But that's fine. That's okay. So we're going to assign some squad numbers by magic, and that should do the job. And because for some reason that's a continue button now, that's how we're going to live. So we are more players. Lichtensteiger, Kone. I should probably look at some of these players as they come in just so I can see if they're actually going. 2.5 stars. I assume that's good for the Greek League. We'll guess that's good for the Greek League. Bajung Darbo is going to be like our attacking midfielder. I think he'll be okay for us. He's on loan from Bayern, so he better be okay. And we've got this lad, Borschein, Lucas Borschein, centre-half from Hamburg. He'll do. He's 6'5". He should more than do. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I feel the goals, they are a-coming. That is the plan. So, Mason Kocher will be in charge of scoring the goals. He's coming in from Aston Villa. And Ole Schultz will be in charge of being a fullback. Let's have a look at Mohamed Kone since he's now here. He's alright. He's not the worst centre mid I've ever seen, which is good. And David Lichtsteiger is quite short for a centre half, but that's okay. We'll have to make it work because I basically went around begging for anyone and everyone to come and join the club, and hopefully anyone and everyone will. Is the plan. Ole Schultz, the right back. Yeah, he's not bad. He's not bad. And Kocher, let's see how good Mason Kocher is. He is looking a bit angry. Maybe he didn't fancy being sent to Greece from Aston Villa, but again, he'll do. Let's have a look at our overall squad. Basically, everyone that was here when I got here is currently for sale, and everyone else is just hopefully going to come in. I've got a bunch of guys in on trial, but to be honest, I can't afford to actually sign any of them, so they are just very much making up the numbers a little bit. And that's going to be a problem, although I've not had any offers for any players yet, and I don't think anyone, when I try and offer them out, is there. Alright, Ben, welcome to the chat, welcome to the joy of Greece. We don't really understand what's going on, we're just trying to sell some players because, as I was just explaining, we have absolutely no money, and so I'm basically trying to sell my entire squad and replace them with free loans from literally anywhere else I can get one. So, yeah, that's sort of the plan, is just beg people to sign my players so that I can just have some kind of future at this club. Because otherwise we're going to be in trouble. So we're just, letting anyone who wants to have our players have a crack at our players, because we're just going to bring in loans from all over Germany and hope for the very best, because it seems like a lot of youngsters from the Bundesliga want to play here. So it could be the Greek club, it could be the Greek government, it could be both, to be honest, but either way, we do not have any money. I'll show you in a second once I'm done trying to ship these guys out. There's got to be someone else I can get rid of. No, so our financial situation, I have got rid of, that's facilities, I can read. We've got rid of a couple of players already, but we're on target to lose £617,000 this year and finish with 692 in the budget, or underneath budget. I'm desperately trying to get this in the positive so we can have something long term. My plan, this team's newly promoted to the Greek second tier, as we bring in a goalkeeper from Brighton. Hopefully that will help. And they are predicted to just get absolutely smushed this year. If we have a look at our league table and I try and where the predictions are, I think it's in here. Preview. Well, that's working. That's working well. Basically, I love still finding stuff that doesn't work. Let's have a look. Vision. Basically, the club's vision is don't get relegated and be competitive in the cup. That's their entire plan, is be competitive and stay in the cup as long as possible. We've got a cup game coming up in a couple of days. It's our first game in charge. We've got players coming all over the place. This fella's in from Bayern. He's a right back and presumably quite good for this league, but I genuinely know nothing about him. Sebastian Jensen I'm vaguely familiar with, and we'll get everyone registered actually because we've got that 99 player squad, which is beautiful. Sebastian Jensen is probably a League 2 keeper at best, if we're being generous. So good stuff. It's going really well so far. I basically, this is the save I would normally do on YouTube every year. The journey, where you start unemployed, no badges, you end up where you end up. Last time on FM24, we were on a bit of an adventure. We started in the Belgian third tier with Antwerp's youth team, and we went to Sweden and Wales, and eventually we won 6 trophies in a season with Liverpool to end it off. So if this goes as well as that, I'll be quite happy. This fella looks quite happy. Nick Rassolinia. He's jumpy. I hope these players are good enough for this league. I've literally scouted none of these players. I've just gone through every club in the Premier League looking for EU players, and I've been through every club in the Bundesliga looking for anyone that anyone would loan me. And then I tried looking through Serie A, and no players from Serie A want to join us on loan. So I don't know, maybe there's some like Greek-Italian rivalry thing I don't know about. Either way, no one wants to bid for our players, which is good. And we've got our first game, and I think I'm just going to quick pick this for now, just because I haven't had a chance to really get to know the players yet. But you can see the number of loans I'm using is ridiculous. Some of them aren't even going to get in our squad at the moment, but we'll see how it goes. How is Bujaid? I thought I said foreign next time. I was like, how is he foreign? That's not possible. Are there foreign player rules here? No more than 8 foreign... Oh, my word. I may have screwed up because I've now got loads and loads of non-Greek players coming in because I didn't read the rules properly. I thought it said no. I thought it said 8 non-EU players. Oh, yeah. So in the background, you've got the Swindon shirt and an Oxford City shirt and the scarves for both. It's a long story, really short version of the long story. My dad is a born and raised Swindon fan, so obviously I became a Swindon fan. But my mum's side of the family are all Oxford City fans, so my great-granddad used to be the chairman there. So it's a bit of a split loyalties situation. But my mum has a great story about how she went round to her grandparents for Sunday lunch and just found Bobby Moore sat at the table because he'd just been made manager. And yeah, just wild to think that she just went for Sunday lunch with her grandparents and found Bobby Moore. As you do. Crazy stuff. But yeah, so this is the Swindon playoff scarf from the time we went to play Preston, maybe? And we've got just a stand Oxford City one. Oh, you've had the lovely county ground experience. I hope you didn't stop for food because it's never been great down there. It's weird. We're a West Country club and you cannot get a pasty for love nor money. I don't understand it. I don't understand why that would be a thing, but such is life. You can get the world's longest sausage roll though. They do like sausage rolls that are about 3 feet long. It's crazy. I don't know who can eat a 3 foot... Like, I'm a chubber and I can't do a 3 foot sausage roll. I can't do it. It's not okay. That's not normal. You can't get a pie at the game. It's mad. It's wrong. Fair play. I went to Crawley once, years ago. I think it was for like an FA Cup game. I went to Crawley. And it was like... late November, early December. I just remember it being the coldest experience I've ever had in my life. Like I went to get a cup of tea at half time and it was cold by the time I got back to my seat and it was like piping when I picked it up. So a bit of a weird memory of Crawley, that one. But you know, it's a nice little away trip. It's a decent location, and I don't think they say, oh, we've got a goal. Have we got a goal? No, I haven't got used to this club yet. We haven't got a goal. We've conceded a goal. I'll get used to our colours. We've got an Oxford ground though, because they can't be bothered to fill in the sides. Can't afford it. So that's a good start. Yeah, I do. I do remember walking the length of the ground for a cuppa. Yeah, and oh, you're in the old Forest of Dean. Is the Forest of Dean west? I always think of the Forest of Dean as being like south, but I guess it's Dorset, isn't it? It's like Bournemouth type way, so I guess it's sort of west. Oh, Lindemeyer's died already. That's good. He's only been with us like 3 days and we've killed him. That's going to make Augsburg happy with us alone. Alright, Liam, how you doing? Two chats, I'm getting myself confused. I think it's probably safe to start a main save. Like, I've had no crashing issues since the full game came out yesterday. Make sure you've got the beta like patch thing set up in your Steam before you load though, because I will say it's running a lot better with that going. and it's got options. Oh, Bianchieri with a goal! What a strike from the presumably Italian, brand new to us. Yeah, make sure you got that all set up because that's it's speeding up the game crazy as well because you can get rid of all the silly transitions, animations, and stuff on the main UI. It's great stuff. It's really good stuff. Oh, you're in Gloucestershire, between Gloucester and Cheltenham and Newport. I go past that way quite a lot because my sister lives in Cardiff. It's a good part of town. I almost took a job in Cheltenham earlier in the summer, and it would have involved me moving down to Cheltenham. It's a lovely town, but then the money they were offering wasn't really good enough to justify me moving to Cheltenham. So, unfortunately, that didn't happen. But yeah, it's a nice part of the world round there, though. There was a village I went through on the train. I can't remember what it was called for the life of me, but it looked a bit like a Christmas card village. Like all the houses were up on hills and stuff. It was really nice. I can't remember for the life of me what it was called. Couldn't with a gun to my head remember what it was called. Yeah, the part of Cheltenham I saw, Ben, was reasonably nice, but I was only in the centre. Do you know what? I know this is probably the most English thing I'm ever going to say, but, I figure everyone in chat is probably going to be English anyway. Everyone watching is probably going to be English at this time anyway. But I was walking out, so I got off the train at Cheltenham and I made the walk into town to go for this interview and stuff. And I was like, oh, bit peckish. I'll stop somewhere for coffee and a bite to eat. Couldn't find a Costa, couldn't find a Starbucks, couldn't find a Greggs, couldn't find a Tesco. It was like a co-op and some really pretentious coffee shop. And I was like, this is a bit much. Hatherley sounds familiar. It's somewhere with a train station, but I couldn't tell you which one. But it was a proper Christmas card village. Liam, what's your 15 season save gonna be? I assume you're going to be managing the mighty town, finishing the work that Ollie has started for us. Oh, what a tackle from Krejci. I've really got to. After this, we've got to go hunting for some Greek players that we can get for free, because otherwise we might not have a squad come the start of the season, because I might only be able to put 8 players out. Darbo on a good run, though. Oh, what a run from old Darbo. I only signed Darbo because he's got the weirdest combination of nationalities I've ever seen a player have on the game. He's American, Gambian and Finnish, and he plays for Bayern Munich. So, fella's got passports. He's a bit like Jason Bourney. He's just a secret agent. As Torres gets through, what was that? What was that finish, boy? Do not know what we were doing there, because that was not the one. I do, Liam. I am a fan of the mighty town. There is only one team in the West Country, as we all know. They claim they've got a couple in Bristol, but no one's ever seen them. So we're gonna ignore they exist. Yeah, it's one of those things. I never know whether Hey Kit, well, welcome to the stream. Please do drag Jason in, because I don't get paid for a couple of weeks. As a 1% joke. We were having a little hangout and angst stream yesterday, and this fella Jason came in and just dropped Christ knows how. Did we get a final count of how many gift subs it was? It was something like 200 and something. It was mental. Absolutely mental amount of gift subs. Ben, to be fair, we weren't unhappy with you taking Scott Lindsay, because he wasn't great for us. That's alright, Kit, I'll let you off. 241 gift subs, though. Crazy stuff. Mental stuff. The spacebar is almost back on the beta update. Almost. It does now stop at least on everything that's labelled as a task, which it wasn't before. Dropped 74 in llamas as well. Wowzers. We need to get some kind of Jason alert bot set up, so every streamer knows when Jason's lurking. and then we can all have like our own fire fest or something, but except where the bands show up and there's actual food. Because I think we'd be able to afford it fairly quick. Oh, love it. Love to see it. It's I do need to hang out in llama stuff more. So for those who are reasonably new around here, um I've been a YouTuber now for 9 years, nearly 10 years, I think. I'm about to start my 10th year as a YouTuber. And it's really weird for me because guys like Llama and RDF and like Zealand and Profit and a few others, United City, we all sort of started at the same time. We used to work together all the time. And then those guys just kind of took off and I got left behind a little bit. And I finally figured out how the YouTube thing works to actually get people to watch now. So I'm being a bit more like, I don't want to say like professionally YouTubey, but I'm being a bit more judicious with what I post, which is good. Oh, cheers, Ben. I'll take comparisons to Loki, and yeah. Well, I was trying to do the maths, and I was like, that's crazy stuff. What he was dropping, definitely over a grand. Liam, I am finding the game actually really good. I say really good. I've been saying I think you saw my video actually. I think you saw my video that I did where I did the review of the beta, or we supposed to say beta. I'm never sure. Anyway, I did the review, and I said like it was a 6 out of 10 game and like a 3 or 4 out of 10 FM. And I am softening a little bit. I'm going to do a bit of a follow up on my review because it could be a 5 or a 6 now they've started fixing some stuff. It is getting better. I don't think we'll hit like FM24 great, but I think we'll get to definitely serviceable is what I'm saying. I would like us to score another goal. I should make some subs actually. That's probably a good idea because our boys are knackered. This is a cup game, and I think I'd probably quite like to maybe win it if I can. Some of these guys are having an absolute nightmare out there. Let's send in Tomaidis because I can sort of say his name. We'll take Torres off for Sam. In fact, let's put Kocher on. He's not really a left winger, but he'll do the job. Lindemeyer can come off for Lichtensteiger because that's a fun challenge for me linguistically. Boreschein can come off for Barrett because I can't say Hugenhut. And we need a right back, and I haven't put one on the bench because I quick picked. I don't think anyone there can do it. So what's the other play here? Let's do Krejci off for Suntura. That's a good idea. I have no idea if those changes are going to... Like I said, this is the first game I've been in charge. So Liam, the Greek save is... usually I do the journey on YouTube. And yeah, we start unemployed, no badges, the standard journeyman kind of stuff, and we just apply for jobs till we get one. And this Greek side, who are called Ilioupoli, they offered us a job first. I've not managed in Greece in forever, so I thought I'd give it a go, and I arrived at this club and they've got not a penny to spend, not a pot to piss in. So I'm currently trying to sell their entire squad and bring in other players on loan for free. But I have just learned whilst putting my team together for this match that I am actually supposed to have 8 Greek players in my match squad. And once I'm done selling this squad with the loans coming in, I will have exactly 0 Greek players. So I need to find some is the plan. And yeah, I agree. It is beginning to look like it'll be a great... I do think 27 is going to be the year where we really see this shine. But it's serviceable for now, I think, is what I'm saying. And yeah, Ben, you're right. It's a youth prospect, 2-star CA, 5-star potential is what we're saying. But yeah, it's... I know, we're on a venture. We've just conceded while I wasn't looking, while I was looking at chat. That's good. I know we conceded because I've currently got the Twitch chat up on my TV. And I saw the goal go in when I was looking at the chat. Yeah, Liam, it's weird seeing a club with only two stands. It's like being at a slightly more tin pot Oxford, isn't it? It's a bit weird. Um, and it looks like this stand up here is made of cardboard, which is better still, because I think this is supposed to be like some kind of sort of bricky, concretey texture or some kind of wood texture, but it just looks like a cardboard stand, which I love. I love like some of the random grounds you find. I've been through a few in FM26. Um, if you saw on the YouTube channel, I did the beta save with the London City Lionesses, and like randomly halfway through the season, we just built this massive stand at one end of the ground, and I have no idea why that happened. I genuinely couldn't tell you why that happened. It was such a weird experience because like it's not like we were selling out when we were playing. It was crazy. And then yeah, suddenly this stand that looks like sort of a quarter of Old Trafford just appeared out of nowhere. Right, Jensen's doing a good job in goal. I say he's doing a good job. He's conceded twice and he's on a 6.2, but he's started to catch stuff. He should be a good investment for us though as a loanee. But we are gonna have to have a hunt for some Greeks. That's gonna be our plan after this game. Assuming we don't achieve anything, I am just thinking: do I have the players on pitch? We're gonna try something a little bit crazy. Just a touch crazy. I say a touch crazy. It depends if the loading tactics work. So this is a tactic I built for, and I'll put it on the workshop when I can, for avoiding getting smashed, but it's not working. The load tactic thing still doesn't work. That's mental. Come on, load tact. Why are you not loading the tactic? Okay, we can't load that tactic. That's gone well. Let's do a tactics here then. Yeah, I built this tactic that was just to kind of smash Chelsea when we played them, and it sort of worked too well. So for those who like don't know, fair shout, Kit. In the table, Liam, we haven't actually started the league season yet. We are actually just getting ready for the league season. So I'm trying to remember how this tactic was set up. We're just getting ready for the Greek season now. This is like the cup, and it starts just before the league season. I think that's more or less how I had that set up for the Chelsea save. Really helpful if I could load that. I've done the thing where I can't set in possession tactics for the player I've got. I can. I know what I'm doing. I'm pretending. Yeah, so I set up essentially Chelsea play this like 3-2-4-1 system. It's really interesting because it's absolutely brutal to play against, and they were just whipping me every time. Just absolute domination. It was crazy. So I set up a tactic that was a bit like this, just like almost kind of half-assed trying to shut them down. And my word, did it shut them down? Like there just aren't words for how shut down they were after I was done with this thing. It was crazy. Inside outlet winger for you, tracking attacking midfielder for you. You can get in there as well. And you can be some kind of striker. I don't want you to be an outlet striker. You can be tracking as well. Come back, do some defending. That will do. Yeah, I put this tactic together. I was like, oh, I just wanna hold it to like 0-0 for this cup semi-final we played against them. We smashed them 5-0. It was crazy. It wasn't a Chelsea save though. We were playing against London City Lionesses, and Chelsea were battering us, and every time. So yeah, I just had to do something about it. Oh, the Chelsea Crawley thing. It feels like it should be a bigger rivalry than it is, but for some reason it's not. And I guess because they're too far apart. But it just feels like they share like so much territory that if they ever got in the same division, that'd be war. Liam, we are really missing the match stats. Where there's a highlight and heat maps in the game? Definitely missing that. That's driving me mental when I'm trying to put tactics together. I'm largely using out of the box stuff at the minute. And I do occasionally go to Swindon games. I do live locally. I live right in the town centre. Actually, I shouldn't dox myself that much, but it's the town centre. There's already enough crime here. No one will notice a bit more, to be honest. But yeah, I do have the old walk up there. I know the heart versus head battle well. It's a tough one. It is the tough thing. Whenever you have a family that's split between two clubs, as much as you try and have that like 50-50, there's always that one you feel a little bit more special to. Like you know, as I was saying earlier, I'm a Swindon fan and I'm a City fan because my mum's granddad was the chairman at Oxford City. And it's weird having a split between two towns that have a rivalry but both hate the same club. It's really odd because like both Swindon and City's rivalry is Oxford United, so it's really odd. So basically, I just like double hate Oxford. It's a nice way to be. All right, let's see if we can find anyone that's Greek because that's going to be a real problem for us. Let's just set nationality to at least partially Greek. And let's hope for the best. Hope someone shows up. I've got nobody scouted as far as I know because I sacked all my scouts when we got here. Oh my word, Pen Hill! Don't even start on Pen Hill, Ben. So one of my friends lives in Pen Hill, and I've only actually lived in Swindon for a year because I am, just to make my life more difficult, I am Oxford born and raised. And you know, I've met some people since I moved here. And one of my friends lives in Pen Hill, and he was like, it's a little bit rough. And I went up there and I was like, Jesus wept. Like, for context, I've been to North Korea, and I think that was nicer. My sister went from being asked out by Trent and Klein to having a kid with a Manx, so my family is fun for support right now. Fair play, Kit. To be fair, that's odd. Like, she just gets asked out by right backs. Just your sister's just like a right back magnet, which is not so. One of my ex housemates from years ago had this thing where she like exclusively dated drummers, and it was like a running joke for a while that she only dated drummers because she couldn't get anyone that could play an instrument in the band, and she didn't like that much. We literally have put nothing in that loan, and they've just gone for it, so that's good. We're going to get a centre half from Ike Athens. I know nothing about the guy. You're a couple of exes from Pen Hill, Ben. My word, my word. And you're alive to tell the tale, so that's good. You obviously didn't do too badly. I mean, Liverpool, it could be worse though, couldn't it? It could be worse than Liverpool right backs. Like, at least they've got a bit of scratch going for them. Like, you know, can you imagine you get like, you go from being asked out by like Trent and Klein, and you're like, well, you know, this could go out well, this could go well. Like, end up living in a mansion with like a partner on millions of pounds a year, and then suddenly you're being chatted up by like the third choice goalkeeper for Tranmere. It could be a lot worse, couldn't it? Uh, Strange things happen. Let's just take it everyone from Ike. You know, small blessings. But, you know, I don't even know how one would go about getting chatted up by a footballer. And to be honest, even if there was some secret source to it, it's probably not going to happen for me. Although, you know, if the opportunity arises, I definitely won't say no to it. You know, if Lucy Bronze ever becomes available, I am here for that. That's fine. Your ex's sister was the one that leaked the Trent Snapchat thing, Ben. My word, wowzers. Okay, that's that's a claim to fame. That's a wild claim to fame. I'm looking through this, not for players I've heard of, because I've heard of nearly no one in the Greek league. I'm literally looking for this for, like, is this a Greek club I've heard of, and are the players I can get from there likely to be good? And that's our scout. We are. Yeah, I feel like we're back in Ankh Stream because we're vibes only. We're fully vibes only here. Wow, the pregnancy Snapchat. My words. Have I seen the Steam reviews? 8,600 negative reviews and 2,056 positive. Well, at least they've got 8-bit positive reviews. That's scary how quick I did that maths. Yeah, I think that's probably good for. To be honest, I am going to say this. I do think this is a wild thing to say. I'm fully aware, with the troubles we've had with FM26 so far. I do think when we get like the January sort of February sales going for 26, I think that will probably flip. But those people who are buying for like 20 quid in January are going to get a much different game to one we've seen. So, you know, pinch of salt, I guess. Has anyone heard of any of these players or clubs we've got on screen? Because I'm sort of going with I've heard of that club a little bit. And I don't know if that's the best scouting method, to be honest. Some would say not. Some would say just signing every player that Ike have on the loan list is probably not the way to handle this. So, there are definitely more than 6 worst games on Steam, Kit. I have no doubt. If you want to see some examples of, I feel like I'm just constant shill mode. If you want to see some examples of worst Steam games, if you go over to my YouTube channel at any given time and you type in like the search bar random Steam games, I did a series where I would just play whatever was cheap on Steam. Like it was one of those times where like I wanted to play something that wasn't Football Manager for a bit, or wasn't like an F1 management game or whatever for a little bit. And so I was literally just picking up whatever I could get for a couple of quid on Steam, because like I was just shit broke. And I played everything from like this weird like game called Santa's Little Helper, which it turned out was like this weird sort of text dating romance sim, but it was a bit noncy, and I just kind of had to stop because I was like, this is gonna put me in jail. To like Strip Club Simulator, which I do not recommend playing. I think the only game I've ever refunded on Steam, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But I've definitely played worse games. I played a football management game while we were all waiting to see if FM26 was going to happen, called like Football Legacy Manager. And the UI looked almost exactly like this, but it was like before any screenshots of this had come out. But the gameplay, like I played one match in it, and playing one match took like 45 minutes. There was no like speed thing. This fella's good, isn't he? Pharrell Kenny. My God. Absolute beast at this level, this lad from Dortmund. What a player. Yeah, it was so slow. Oh yes, the famous Strip Club Sim 24 is a fun time. This definitely isn't the worst football games on Steam, Kit. I can say that for certain. It's not in the worst football games. I will say, I found it, if anyone wants like a little Steam recommendation, actually, I found a game on there while I was looking for like Football Manager replacement type stuff, or things just to keep me busy between FM games. There's a sort of half-assed FIFA clone on there called Goal. And it's sort of somewhere between that and a game from like the PS2 that like no one remembers, called Red Card Soccer. And it's actually genuinely incredible. It's so much fun. I'll play it on a stream at some point. It's so much fun to play. It really is. And it's like completely free. It's got like online play. It's a good time. And like I said, yeah, it cost me nothing. It cost me absolutely nothing to buy. And I really, really enjoyed it. Liam saying FIFA's worse than FM26. It's a shout I can't really get involved in, because I haven't played FIFA in years. Not properly, anyway. Largely because I don't enjoy it. It's too easy. Like FIFA's, maybe it's just because I played FIFA all the time when I was growing up. But like, you can turn the difficulty right up, you can go online. FIFA's too easy. It always has been. And it makes me sound like a dick, because like, yeah. Um, I went on a streak online on FIFA where I hadn't been beaten in like 8 years, and I just got bored. So that was fun. We've got channel legend Ben Broggio coming in on loan. He was with us at Blackburn on FM24, and he was scoring goals for fun. It was crazy. It is a very dark glass of water kit. So I have a weird like safe for work coke addiction. Um, it's it's a problem. Um, but also I live in Swindon, and drinking the water here, you may as well be drinking like water from Chernobyl. So you take what you can get, basically. Um, yeah, I agree with you, Ben. I do. The quality is perspective, and it is a lot of people being mad. Like I said, I don't think this is an awful FM. I need to follow up. I'm going to record a follow and release a follow up video on the channel where I sort of update my review and react to some of the comments. So I feel like this is one of those like I think Kit will understand this because Kit, you've been around for like the rapid rise of Ankh, so you'll kind of get like where I'm coming from on this. So for like the longest time, for like 2 or 3 or 4 years, right, I was stuck on like 300 subs on YouTube, and I was getting like maybe 20 views on a video on a good day, right? And this is part of what I was talking about earlier. For like, I've sort of started figuring out how YouTube works after 9 years on YouTube. Um, and like out of my last 10 videos, like 6 of them I've done 1,000+ views, and the last one I put out did like 200+ comments, and my brain broke. I had no idea what to do with that. Oh, Liam, best save I've ever done on FM. That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I think my favourite save I've ever done, I don't know if it will count as my best save. My favourite save I've ever done was in FM08. I managed Farsley Celtic, and I built them into Champions League winners, just signing players that had been released by Premier League clubs on freeze. It's a really good time. My other favourite is another one from the YouTube channel. Actually, it's the Wroxham save I did. So the story behind the Wroxham save is that I was originally going to do a hexagon challenge as my main save on FM24, FM23 even. FM23 was going to be my main save. I was going to do the hexagon challenge, so I was going to go after like the Oceania, Asia, South America, North America, European, African Champions Leagues. Except the save just crashed and couldn't be recovered, and I couldn't be bothered to set it up again, so I just panicked last minute, just completely panicked. I was like, what can I do? And then I thought I'd do some clout chasing. Obviously, Welcome to Wrexham had just come out, the Ryan Reynolds thing with Wrexham, and you all know the score with that. I don't need to explain what that is. I thought, wouldn't it be funny if I put Dan's level 10 database in, and I started to manage Wroxham. Now, for those who don't do geography well, like me, Wroxham is like a suburb of Norwich, and I just thought it'd be really, really funny to do Welcome to Wroxham with this like little tiny, like they're in like the 9th tier. They're a little tiny club, and we got them all the way up to the like winning the Premier League and the Champions League in like 15 seasons. It was a really good time. And then I had a little like because I'd left the editor on so I could change the away kits or change the kits around, because it bothers me they don't change every year. And I went in after I'd finished the save, after I'd wrapped up the save, and checked the CAs and PAs of all the players I had in my squad, and like I shit you not, like the CAs of my first team squad, not just my first 11, my first team squad were all 175 plus. It was mental. I have no idea how I put that team together with that club. I have seen adverts for Wroxham, Ben. Actually, I've got a standing invite to come down to Wroxham and hang out at a game from their media manager. I need to do it at some point because it'd be a great time. I just need to find the time to get to Norwich. It's I'd love to do that. I'd love to go and be like the YouTuber that gets to go and look around the club they managed. Well, I did that with Schwask actually. I went to Wrocław and I got a guided tour of the stadium. I put a whole video about that on my channel as well because it was crazy. Like, this was a stadium built for the Euros, and they just kind of let me wander around, like give a press conference, that kind of stuff. You know, not an actual press conference, but like sit in the press room and like give a pretend press conference. It was a really good time. Got to go in the dressing room and all sorts of stuff. Met the players, went to training, met the manager. It was a great time. You're playing an Octagon save at some point, kid. That's you're in talks with Surprise Shirts. My word, look at you, big times, big time stuff. That's crazy. I might actually vlog that, but I might when I finally get to Wroxham, which is another place I really shouldn't have any excuse to go and visit because like 2 of my cousins live in Norwich. I've got no excuse for not going. I just haven't. Actually, I've got the excuse of just never having any money, but you know, it's Britain in 2025. So I will get down there. I will vlog it, and it'll be a great time. I think the player that I made my assistant manager is now the manager there in real life. I think so. That's odd. But yeah, I'd love to get down there and have a proper look round. I do try and get to as many clubs that I've managed as I can. Like, when I was in Leeds, I went to watch Farsley play before their last chairman absolutely screwed up their entire club by failing to relay the pitch. But yeah, I need to do more ground hoppy stuff. You know, maybe if Jason pops by the stream anytime and starts dropping gift subs, I'll go and I'll do a vlog from Ilioupoli once I figure out where Ilioupoli is in Greece. That could be fun. We'll see what we do. But yeah, the other thing as well with this journey save is I try, as much as I'm having to just beg, steal, and borrow from every club for players at the moment, I do try and put like some realism into it. So like, I can justify like going through the Bundesliga teams and things, looking for players and begging them to come on loan, because like in real life I could Google the squads of those teams and I could see who was there. Like, I think that's fair enough. But like, part of my realism as well is like, I won't go and manage in a country where I'm illegal. So if it's a country where I can get killed for existing, I don't visit. It's basically my rule. I am playing on the updated beta kit. It's much more stable, and they've got some lovely options in there. If you've not had a chance to have a look yet, there are some lovely little tweaks they've done. I don't know why I'm doing this press conference, but we're not. Oh, why did it do that? I need to find a way to turn that off. Yeah, I'll show you some of the new little tricks they've put under the hood. It's really nice. So in the preferences screen now, in the audio visual, you can change your player attributes. So you can have them like different colours, so for colour blindness, or just if you can't figure out what's what, that's quite nice. You can turn off all the animations on the UI, you can speed up the transitions, you can mess around with the hyperlinks in the text, but it doesn't really work properly. So that's really good in there as well. And there's just little things like, just to speed things up. So like we've still got all these things, but it's just really nice. They've put a bunch of things that are just little background quality of life stuff. You can have your match speed between highlights on 1.25, which is good. And yeah, I'm liking what they've done, and like the patch notes have been crazy. But there is one thing they haven't fixed yet that's really bothering me. So I keep my wages on yearly because it makes sense, right? When you go for a job, you don't look at like, oh, what's the weekly wage? You look at what the annual salary is, or like the hourly salary or whatever. But it's nice to have a yearly wage because I can budget properly. But unfortunately, the recruitment budget still shows them as per week. Drives me mad. Yeah, there have been. I do feel bad for the modders. I do think there are a lot of what people are modding is going to be really helpful, both for us as players and as streamers, as content creators, all that kind of stuff. I do think it will help with that, um, because we'll finally get like UIs that don't hurt our eyes and things. But I also think it's really good for SI because obviously they can look at those mods and they can deconstruct them, and if it's a thing that they can make work in the game, they can do that. And what I think we'll see is something you see in a lot of other games. Like, so I play quite a lot of Project Zomboid, which if you've never played it, highly recommend it. It's far too much fun. Um, and there's a really good mod community there. And what they tend to do is that if someone's really prolific with creating mods that are really good for quality of life or other like putting other features in, they bring them onto the team and get them to help out. And I think it'd be really good for SI, who can now see all these players who are all these modders who are making great things happen in the game because they know Unity better than the guys deving Unity at SI, who are all quite inexperienced. Maybe they'll get some jobs out of it, which would be quite nice to see. But yeah, they're definitely helping us to get what we like. We've been asked to submit our squad. I've already assigned 55. How many more squad numbers do you want to assign? My word, I don't need to assign that many. It's a bit unnecessary. But such is the thing. Right, when's our... I've got bloody friendly still. We will get into a league game today. That's my plan. I want to get into a league game. Because we've played that cup game. We've lost in the cup, which is nice because we didn't have a chance of winning the cup anyway. We need to stay up in the league. I probably need to do a tactics tinker. And in fact, now I'm thinking... that screen drives me mad because I always think it's processing. And I never know it's not. Let's just see if I can load in that Chelsea tactic whilst I'm... There, it has loaded. It just doesn't load up in-game. That's really helpful. Because I think we might need it. And I think we might set up a... Let's just see what the creator's saying for a third tactic. And I do think we're looking for like a direct counter maybe is an idea. And... do I want to go for a 3-4-3? I probably do... No, I don't. I think I'm going to go for... Let's go... Can we do a fluid counter? Yeah, let's do a fluid 4-2-3-1. That feels like a good move. And then we'll drop to a 4-1-1 out of possession. That feels like a good move. Just because I'm very aware that the players we've got aren't going to be good enough. Liam, I think it's fair to say that SI probably should talk more to content creators, but to be fair to them, they do talk to a lot of content creators quite a lot. Like, it's a lot more than people let on. So there is a content creators Discord with SI to kind of give feedback on the gaming, and it's all the big creators are in there. I only know this because like Luke has talked about it a little bit. I chat to Luke offline sometimes as well, so yeah, I sort of know that exists, and you'll find out Luke and Kev and Zealand and stuff are all in it, and yeah, it's there is constant contact between the big streamers, the big content creators, and SI, but they don't care what the likes of me think. They've never cared what the likes of me think, to be honest. Why are we hiring us? I've just fired all my stuff. Why are you hiring a system? I'm sure I took that responsibility off you. Don't do that. I'm trying to fix everything, and you're... No. Where is staff? Staff, where are you? Staff responsibilities? Who is doing things I don't want? Right, we'll have no contract renewals, and where's the hiring? Where is the hiring of staff? There we go. Right, I'm going to take control of all of that. And staff recruitment, all of that. Right, stop hiring new staff for me. I can't afford them. We literally can't afford biscuits for the tea room. Do they do tea rooms like in Greece? That's probably not. It's probably not a thing. It's probably like a cigarette budget or like a really, really strong coffee budget. That's probably more what we're going for, isn't it, with Greece? But yeah, it's I know we'll get there. We'll get to this next game eventually. It feels like these games are forever apart. Pretty sure Diagoras was like one of those Greek philosophers, so this will be an interesting tie. We'll see what happens. It is a broken plate budget, Ben. That's what we need. It's a broken plate budget. That's the one. That is the one for us. That's definitely. Oh, I am, Kit. So this is like the running joke with like my channel. To the point where like, the second guide I put up for FM26 was like, "This is how you fix budgets," because so like I should explain, like, it's not just because I'm like a weirdly neurotic tight ass or anything. I'm not actually like Jim Radcliffe in real life, which is probably most of my life problems. But I am. I used to work on a. I used to work on the game. I used to work on the game as part of the research team. So I've had a few insights under the hood in my time just from chatting to people. And if you can keep your profit loss positive, it improves your chances of getting other jobs and improves your reputation. It's really, really helpful. Also helps you get like all your even your budget could be, your bank balance could be like minus 5 billion or whatever it can be. But if you're making a profit somehow, they'll still approve all your board requests as well. It's really nice. It's like the most underused mechanic in the game. So the first thing I do when I get to any club is I just try and sort the money out. Liam, I agree. They do need to bring back the save squad selection because I like to have like my best 11 saved, and I like to have like my best prospect 11 saved, so that if I've got like, a Sherpa Vans Tampax Trophy game coming up, then I can just stick the kids out for it. And if I'm playing like a big time game, then I can just immediately get my best 11 in there without trusting my assistant manager's weird idea. And then, like, generally speaking, I will, after a few games, start picking players based on form. And I haven't figured out how to add, like, how to get my squad selection screen together properly so I can see form properly, which isn't helping. Did anything of note happen? Probably not. We won our friendly against Diagoras 1-0, which is good. And we've got our first league game coming up against Marco, and we've already beaten Marco in a friendly. So hopefully that's a sign of things to come. A bunch of our trials are coming to an end. We're not going to sign any of them because we've got no money. So that's going to be fine. No one's buying our players either, which is really annoying me because I would like all of them to go. So that's nice. And let's have a look. Should these guys... I mean, I feel like this fella, Christos Nonis, should probably be our captain. We've got better options for captain than either of our captains. Okay, let's... we've got better options by Nikos. Why have we gone back to this screen? That's not helpful. I want to be on this screen. And we're also going to grab old Krejci here. We're just going to say, like, people are better at this than you, so get over it. And then we're going to go through that entire process again, because apparently we can't have nice things. I'm going to go by leadership. I am going to make this fella Kostoulis the captain, I think, if I can find him. Where is Marios Kostoulis? Where are you, buddy? Where are you? Come on, I'll find you. Why can't I just make you captain? Why? He's not in the list. How do I make the guy I want as captain captain if he's not in the list? Can I drag? No. Can I click? Nope. You can be the first standing. Right. Can I make this Christos Nonis fella captain? No. Why can't I make any of the players who are good at captain? Who else is there? Eftimis Christopoulos and Dimitri Kallo. You can be next. If I see either of you available to be a captain, you're going to be a captain, and I can't, so good stuff. None of these players are available to be captains. We've got Begaidis and Torres. Begaidis and Torres on my list. No. What? Why? What's the point of this? What is the point? I don't know. We're just going to confirm those guys as captains and get over it. Oh, good night, Ben. Have a good. Oh, sorry, night, Kevin. Have a good night. We will see you very soon, hopefully. And yeah, do come back and join us again. It's been good to have you around. Ooh. So, we're going to get a game in today. That's the plan. We are going to get a game happening today. That's what we're going for. We will, I say get a game. We'll get a league game in, because that's sort of the plan. Oh, we've only been doing an hour so far. That's crazy. I thought we'd been up for like 2 or 3. Madness. Madness. Well, let's get 3 days until we play Marco. And yes, Ben, Polo is the correct answer. That's all right, Ben. I wasn't planning on banning you. Don't panic. You have to do quite a lot to get banned in my chat. It's a challenge. What position do you feel the squad could do with strengthening in? No comments, thanks. Is what we're saying. Challenging. Okay. Right. Transfer. Yes. For the love of God, yes. I am planning on getting some business done in that time, because otherwise I might not have a team. Let's get rid of... See if we get rid of any of these players, because, like, this fella should be wanted by someone, you would think. What's he worth? Why can't I see his values over there? All right, that's not helpful. Why can't I drag you? Oh, fuck, Jesus Christ. Language. Right, Gonzalo Torres. Get out. Ask agent to get you out. You can sense you can't sense my desperation. I told you I was desperate to get rid of the fella, so get rid of the fella. You can get me an offer for him for money. Good. Done. Right, let's clear up this squad. Begaidis, you can go too. Does your agent have any offers for you? Oh, excellent. Bye. Rinse and indeed repeat. Let's get everyone out of here, because I have to rebuild this squad. I have to rebuild this squad with better players and freer players. And any players I can get money for are going to go, and any players I can get no money for are going to go. That's pretty much our whole plan, is get rid of players. You can get the word out that Johan can be had for the right offer. No, don't get the word out. Go and talk to some people and get me an offer, because I want him gone. Faruku Mia, you can go too. Bye. Don't know who you are, but goodbye. You can stop saying you can sense my desperation. When I say I'm desperate to get rid of your client because he's not cheap. Right, go find a new club. I'm happy here. Can we come to a decision that works for everyone? Will you play for free? He actually looks like my old housemate at uni. That's so weird. But we can't afford your wages. Get out. Oh, he's happy with that. Good. Good. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. You will go because I can't afford to pay you £72,000 a year as well. You can for sure go. Just go. Just all of you go. Just go out the door. Right. Bye. Yes, I want to set intermediaries a deadline of now. Get gone. And you can go literally at any time. Whenever is good for you, please get out of my club. And you, come on, someone's got to offer for these players. Someone needs to be putting in offers for these players. They really do, because I don't want them. You can go as well. Bye-bye. Yes, go. Bye. Get out. I don't know if I can tell them I'm signing an Albanian player, because I am in fact signing an Albanian player. We have got an Albanian fellow we've got a loan offer in for. Purely because he also has a Greek passport. We just sold him, didn't we? Nonis. you can go. Yeah, he's got a Greek passport, and we have to have Greek players in our squad. So I basically put in an offer for an Albanian player purely because he had a Greek passport. We'll see how that goes. Right, you're going. Neophytidis can go too. I'm well aware this is just my best players being got rid of, but that's okay. Just, you all need to go. Kreshi, you can go. Bye. I don't know if the rivalry between like Greece and Albania is strong enough that I'm going to drive everyone out of Greece by signing. I've lost track of where we got to. By signing an Albanian, but you know, if it helps move them on, it helps move them on. It's basically find a new club, go away. We can't afford your salary. Go play for literally anyone else. Literally anyone else is the plan. Let's see. So, Horigito Saka, Bukayo's Albanian cousin. Goodbye. We can't afford to pay you. Go away. I will kill your whole family. There we go. That'll do. We'll go with that. I'm not sure necessarily telling an Albanian I'll kill his entire family is my wisest decision of the day, but it is what it is. You know, what's the worst thing that can happen? Set a deadline for you guys. Simanis, goodbye. I'm not doing any more convincing of players to go to other clubs because I don't want to go through all that again. Hire intermediate, just go. Why don't you have agents either? Like, just get an agent who can, like, I don't know, get you a club in Saudi because they'll buy anyone, and do that. I mean, you're not even 3 stars. You should be working in Tesco, mate. You shouldn't be trying to be a footballer. That's not going to happen for you. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So, offers for players. It's so nice to see. A non-negotiable offer for 40,000. That's non-negotiably accepted. What do you want to pay me? All these offers for players. Look at this dirty stuff. Right, we will reject that one, that one, that one, and that one because they're rubbish offers. You're not going to join Tishi because they want us to pay more of your wages than they are paying for you. And then these 3, fill your boots, son. Basically, you go to Poland, have a good time. Slingiris, I mean, no, and absolutely fill your boots. And then this one, well, again, no to those 2, and a yes to all the others because that's good money that we might actually be able to afford to buy biscuits. We might have a biscuit budget. It could be happening. Okay, we are going to say no to you guys. Some of those though, profit after next. No, let's not take any risks. Let's just go for whatever's going to give us like the most money, because that's basically how this is going to work. And there's some 20% sell-ons, and that's all nice. That will help us all out quite happily. And then no to you, no to you, no to you, no to you and you. And then you guys can have at it. And Alicia Sam, same deal really. You guys are offering me lots more money, so you guys can buy the player. Good stuff. You're paying more than he's worth too. We love that. We love to see it. Alright, we might be in profit. We may be in profit soon. I have not tried asking another EU club for a bailout yet. I've got a call into Barcelona asking where I find the levers. Liam, you're right. Getting rid of the unwanted list has made it harder to sell players. It really is a pain because I like just being able to like tell my director of football, get rid of these dickheads, and they get rid of the dickheads, and I'm happy. So we'll see how that goes. Right, we are nearly at match day number 1 for the league for Marcos. We will see how that shakes out in a second. And we may try out something new and tactical. That could work. Let's just make sure I've got that tactic set up to go. We'll go with this counter-attack. I do want this fella in possession. As like wild and counterintuitive as it sounds, you are going to be my second striker, and hopefully a quick pick puts James Scanlon there. It doesn't. That's because he's not registered. Why is he not registered? What are you doing with my life? Squad, registration. Let's get James Scanlon nice and registered, please. Why are... non-EU players, not including under 23 players. Are you kidding me? Oh, wait, no, I can read. So apparently when you click like auto pick squad, it doesn't just chuck your entire squad in there like you'd expect. It just does nothing. That's the thing we've learned. Okay, let's make sure we've got all of our players we want registered. Confirm that. That's happy days. And now hopefully when I pick a team, when I quick pick, yes, Big Jimmy Scanlon is in there. Okay, I'm going to go and grab a liquid. I'm going to be back in like 30 seconds. But then we'll go and we'll play this game. Okay, we are back. Let's catch up on chat. So, Ben signed 2 players for Crawley, which is strong. One of them can nearly play football, and it's taking into account the arrivals incoming. And also, Ben's running out of vodka. That's a bad time. And Liam, does Big Aaron fancy coming to Greece? Do you know what? Let's have a look before we get into this game. Let's see if Big Aaron wants to come to Greece. Because that would be a shout, quite frankly. He'd actually be quite a good player in this league, I'd imagine. And he's an EU player, which is great. Let's see. It's a lovely smiling photo. Look at that. Looks like he's on school picture day. His mummy did it for him. I mean, that's not awful, except for the fact I can't offer any wages. But he's up for it. I don't I don't understand. Guys? Oh, there we go. Excellent. I'm not... If you'll come for that, I'll do it. But he's not going to, and I've got no money to offer him. Let's put a pin in that. We'll have a look towards the end of the window. We've sold on some players. What about Cerula? I don't know who Cerula is, but let's have a look for him. Nick Cerula from Notts County. Does Cypriot count as Greek? He's got a Greek citizenship. All right, let's have a look. Let's see if this boy will join us. Yeah, I don't think we've got that kind of money. I don't think we've got Nick Cerula money. I think we've got, let's see if this team's any good money. Expand that just to make sure. Must be no more than 8 foreign players in the playing 11. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9. Right, now that's 8. That is 8. Okay. Oh, okay, I get it now. I understand these rules now. So we have to, any player who, essentially I can't sub off any of my Greek players unless I put the goalkeeper in. We may want to rethink that. Also, the rest of this stream brought to you by Spa Blue Bear Zero Sugar. Get your energy in now. Right. I don't know why I bought this. It's going to be like liquid cocaine. Is there a Greek player here somewhere who can play in every position? That would be helpful. Let's stick Nick Karankas on the bench for the goalkeeper and hope that doesn't come back to bite us, because he can play in enough positions where he might be able to cover something for us. Okay, let's get this done. We are first league game of the season. Let's get that done and see if we can get a win. We've got a Scotsman out there. We've got a Gibraltarian out there. We've got like 5 Germans. This can only go well. So we're currently, Liam, in the 2nd tier in Greece, which I've just learned splits into 2 regional leagues of 10. I thought it was just 1 league, so that's going to make our lives a little bit easier. I was wondering why the season didn't start till September. Let's just say, great, that's gone well. I've got faith in you. Please, someone react. Anyone? Yeah, so we are, I think we're in the northern section of the Greek 2nd tier. And because it's in Greece, I can't pronounce half the players' names, so that's going to be good. And now I've discovered that I have to also have Greek players everywhere. That's not going to help. We're in the same division as Olympiakos B, so we're starting off on a high. We are in the red and black stripes, which should be red and blue stripes, but I don't know why it's red and black in the game. I'm sure we'll get over it. And hopefully we'll get a goal very soon, because if we don't get a goal very soon, we are not going to do very well this season. We beat Marco in pre-season, though, like I said, and James Scanlon's on the ball. So James Scanlon, I've got him. I've got an offline save where I'm managing in Gibraltar. I'm doing a build donation for a video on the channel in Gibraltar. And I've had him on loan now for 3 seasons at Lincoln. And he's had like 60 goals. It's incredible playing from AM. So he could be on course to become a channel legend, even though we are just doing that as like a one-shot build a nation video. But it's going fairly well so far, insofar as, you know, I'm sort of consistently making the European group stages. But it's going to be one of those videos that comes out like sometime around Christmas, because it's going to take forever, and I've got a couple of other things I need to introduce on the channel before that. So it's an ongoing project, but it's going to be kind of like big build a nation thing for this year. As Darbo goes back to Lindemeyer, who, what on earth? that's my sign to turn off shoot from distance. And maybe we'll play for set pieces just because we can't be worse at set pieces than long shots. Stress us with a big old goal kick. We have one that in the air. Wilson to Tomaidis. Forward for Scanlon. Come on, Big Jim. Big Jim gets fouled by Andoni. That's a red card, ref. Come on. It's not a red card, is it? He's just got a little chat with him. How's the weather? How's your mum? We get it. Calm down, whatever. That's how it goes. Oh well, we're looking good though, I think, so far. We're not losing, which is sort of what I hoped for. And Mendoza's going to get a free kick and score now. You can see it coming. Miles away, over the bar, into the fence, out into the industrial estate behind. Probably in the sea somewhere, because everyone in Greece is by the sea, in my head. That was a terrible attempt at a tackle from Kamara there. He sort of tried and then failed to tackle. Alexa Paulos is through. That's cut across. What a header away. Well in, son. Back in the box. Jensen should claim that. It does. And we are happy. Yeah, Leo, I've had that same problem with turning off long shots. Everyone shooting from. Oh, come on. Don't have my keeper injured when I've just taken the keeper off the bench. That's sod law. Oh, thanks for the bot there on stream. And as Ben says, indeed, go suck your dad. I will figure out how I get rid of that in a second, because I bloody hate bots. I hate bots, but they're so pointless. Like, why would I pay for viewers? Doesn't that like defeat? Do people pay for viewers on Twitch? Is that like a thing? Is that a real thing? Like, surely unless you get like some fellow who's going to buy thousands of gift subs, that's really counterproductive. Like, that can't be profitable. Like, what do you get out of that? Realistically. Because, okay, you get like half of India watching your stream or whatever for like 30 seconds at a time in some like stream farm. But surely that doesn't mean like people come back next time. Is that like, that can't be a thing that helps, surely. I mean, I don't know. I'm not an expert on Twitch. I've been away from Twitch proper for like a year or 3, so maybe it's a big thing now. People are just buying viewers, but couldn't be me. I'd rather settle with the people I've got and relax and have a good time. And if 1,000 people come in, 1,000 people come in, and if 3 people come in, 3 people come in. Same with YouTube, really. Yeah, but I think that's the thing. Like, that, yeah, it won't boost you up the list. But yeah, because I'm streaming at midnight, I'm deliberately like it's one of those like YouTuber tactics. Is like I was saying in Lemo's chat. Like, the reason I'm streaming now is because I know that nobody else is streaming, more or less. Like, I haven't looked at Twitch, but like, let me have a little halftime look at what's going on like the Twitch now. It's literally just me and Lee of all the FM players. Like, it's me and Lee streaming right now. Oh, Big Robbo's up as well, and Imber, but like, there's no one like huge up, bar Robbo and Imber. So like, it's quite a good time to be up, in case someone's like not able to sleep or whatever and browsing. Like, it's a good time to be up doing it, and maybe like, you know, we get some nice people come in, they enjoy the chat, maybe they think I'm good at this, maybe they don't. I have no idea if I am or I'm not good at this. Maybe they stop by, they think like they'd like to hang out with me a bit more, and then we can start doing like slightly more civilized time streams, and then they'll come back, maybe. That's sort of the hope. Because I think, like, realistically, at this sort of time, it's better to be one of like the 5 or 6 people streaming FM in English than to be one of like 500 people streaming FM in English. Because, like, you know, I like to support like small creators as well, so sometimes I'll go and hang out with like someone who's got like 1 viewer, just because I feel bad for them, because I know that 1 viewer is probably like them with their chat up on a phone screen. Like, I know whatever my viewer numbers are saying right now, like, let's see if I can see what's actually happening on my channel right now on my background here. So like, it says there's 4 of you watching. Hi there. But I also know that like one of those at least is one of those is my TV, so I can see the chat without having to flick screens all the time. So, it is what it is. Ben, don't be upset. There's no Yanks to wind up. It's honestly too easy anyway. So, don't let it stress you. Don't let it stress you too much. Years ago, I used to run a pub quiz, and it was in Oxford. So loads of American students would come in, and I'd introduce the history round. But after we got the history round, the Americans are going to struggle because, unlike you, we've actually got some, and they would rage. They would go mental. I was like, look, it's not our fault your country was invented like 10 minutes ago. Like, I don't know. Get good. I don't know what to tell you. Right, we've got to score a goal soon. This game's had far too many highlights to have 0 goals in it. To be fair, man, if you've got a sock hole of the USA, that might be time to go to Primark. I used to have a regular in my pub who did the math because he was actually a mathematician, like he was a university maths professor. And he worked out it was cheaper to go to Primark every week and buy new socks than it was to wash socks. And I was like, that's crazy too much maths, but I get it. Like I'm fully with that vibe. Right, come on. We've got to score a goal soon. I feel like Wilson's going to come off very, very soon because he's been utter crap. I don't know where we got him from. I think he's from Villa. Bajang Darbo scores though. The man with 5 passports. Bajang Darbo, what a hero, what a legend. Gets a goal, puts us ahead 50 minutes in. And we are underway, boys. We are underway for survival in the Greek second tier. Few days left on the transfer window. We might turn around the finances here, get ourselves in a good position. Then we can onwards, upwards, live the dream, get ourselves to a job where maybe we'll get a bit more cash to spend, a bit more chance of winning something. That's the plan, and go from there. But for now, Big Jim Scanlon, he's over it. What can Big Jim do? Come on, Big Jim, into the box, headed away. Something's got to happen here. Alexa Paulos is going to counter us. Please don't score. Please don't score. Please don't score. Please don't score. Someone tackle him. No one's tackled him. Jensen's made a save. I can't believe he's still on with like that death cross next to his name. I know you can't see the death cross, but he's got the death cross next to him, and we've got to get something going here. Wilson, come on, do something useful. Lindemeyer through for Manuba. Manuba with a cross. Come on, buddy, get a crossover. No, he hasn't. Lindemeyer back to Tomaidis, who was going to have a pop from range, played it off for Darbo, who thought he'd just smash it into the trees. Because why the devil not? Right, Wilson, you're coming off, mate, because you are utter dog shit. I don't know where we got you from. I can't remember. Will it tell me on this screen here? On loan from Villa. Rory Wilson. Finishing a 15. Not from what I've seen, but I don't think you could finish 15 chances, if I'm honest. Right, Wilson, you can come off for Kocha, your Villa teammate. That's awkward. Lindemeyer, you're going to come off for Karanikas. Glad I put him on the bench because he's the only one that can play defensive midfield. Other options to come on. Big Ben Broggs is not having a good day. Manuba, you can come off for Klau. And who else? Hold back a sub, maybe. I know I've got a nervous player here. You are our best defender, though. Let's leave it there for now. We'll hold back a sub. We will leave a sub. Mendoza, you are going to miss. That's your. I did it while defending a free kick as well. That's bad times. Jensen makes a save. He hasn't died. That's a good time. Jensen, get it clear. Let's get a second goal. A second goal here would be magic. I think a second goal would actually set us up quite nicely. Although we did only beat Monaco like 1-0 in pre-season, so let's not get too hopeful. Big Jim Scanlon now with a free kick. Come on, Jimmy, into the net. He's 1 yellow card from a suspension. We should consider subbing him. I mean, I don't want to, but I do see the logic in that. But I also don't have anyone I can replace. I can replace him. I see the vision. I see the vision of what RAM is trying to say. I do get the vision. So let's make that vision happen in just a second. In fact, let's make the vision happen before that ball goes through, because the vision he's seeing there is take off Big Jim, move Ben Broggs into the middle, send in Torres, and that should set us up nicely for the rest of the game. And hopefully, the goal is coming. Hopefully. Maybe Ben Broggs will have a better time playing as an AM as well, because I do remember for Blackburn he was a rubbish winger. Let's have him playing as just an attacking midfielder, because I don't think second striker is necessarily in his wheelhouse. Big G Torres is going to be the guy now. Gets tackled by Pangidis and goes back to Tomaidis now. Come on, let's get the ball forward. Big Ben's begging for the ball. That was too many B's. That was too much alliteration. I've turned into an English teacher. It's too much knockoff Red Bull. Over the top, heading at goal. Stresos picks it up. Oh, big Harry McCurdy is scoring for Crawley and Ben's save. That's what we love to see. And no doubt he shithoused his way down the touchline the entire time after scoring, because that's what he does. That's what we love, Harry McCurdy. The man is a wind-up merchant. We've got to throw in. Let's get a second goal. Torres has gone down like he's been shot from a little kick in the ankles. That's got to be a pen. Surely, ref. Surely. What are you doing? That's terrible refereeing. That's not okay. He is the world's cockiest man, but that's why we love Harry McCurdy. Big Harry Shithouse McCurdy as Mason Kocher gets a goal. He celebrates in front of the fans, does his best, Big Harry McCurdy, and we are 2-0 up. And that is game over. And our first game in the Greek second tier, we've got ourselves goal number 2, first 3 points on the board. Mustn't grumble, everyone's happy. What can you say? What can you say? Leah will enjoy this in the YouTube chat. Ben has got the Harry McCurdy bug, where he got an injury in the FA Cup. You know, one of those injuries on the same weekend that Chelsea were playing Spurs. So, you know, we all know how the Harry McCurdy effect works. Chelsea at home, Harry gets the sniffles. That's how it goes. But somehow we still love him. I don't know how that works. Oh, in real life? Yeah, no, that happens in real life all the time. Honestly, the number of things like Swindon fans saw Harry McCurdy mysteriously contract, like fucking Ebola, COVID. I think he got AIDS one week because Chelsea were playing at home. It's wild. It's a wild man. Only footballer I know has a season ticket for another club. It's genuinely crazy. 2 big players out injured for us. That's a good time. Everyone else is happy. You can take the press conference because I don't want to. How long till our next game? 7 days. He does love Chelsea and golf more than the EFL. Honestly, Harry McCurdy does the least work of any professional footballer in history and gets paid handsomely for it. There was actually, he is a shit Gareth Bale, you're not wrong. There was a running joke that he went and played in Scotland for a year because they had more golf courses, and then he came back because he couldn't watch Chelsea every week. We're pretty sure that was the story of his time at Hibs, was that he went to Hibs because he knew there were a lot of golf courses in Scotland, and then he came back because he couldn't be asked to drive 6 hours every week to watch Chelsea play. which, let's face it, would surprise no one. So, the story of Harry McCurdy. Right, let's... Oh, Big Nonis has gone to Mykonos. Talking of Harry McCurdy, you know Nonis is going to Mykonos on the piss. You know that's happening. He's not gone to play football. He couldn't give a toss about playing football. Big Nonis has gone to Mykonos to shove stuff up his nose and do shots. That's what's... We all know that's what's happening there, Christos. I mean, look at this fella, right? Yes, he's got that chiseled Greek god like Mega Chad look, but you also know man loves a sniff, doesn't he? Man's gone to Mykonos for the sniff. It's going to happen. Oh yeah, you'll find that with McCurdy. You'll hate him when he leaves at first, but you'll also secretly kind of want him back. Like when he got released last season by Bromley, everyone was like, oh, we should bring McCurdy back. Even though McCurdy wouldn't get on our bench with the squad we've got right now. Every Town fan would still take him back just because he's good fun. Plus, to be fair, there's no risk in having him back because he's not good enough to get on our bench anymore. And he'd be able to go and watch Chelsea every week. And we've got a golf course next to our training ground. So he'd be quids in all over. You've gone to Akritas. Bye-bye. Oh, we've got some money coming in. Money is rolling. Let's have a look at the Magic Jim Radcliffe Fund. It's not looking awful. It's looking awful. We are flying. We are at HMS Pistol League this year. I know we've had a couple of games recently where we've not looked great, but I do think come the end of the season we'll be top of the tree. Like I can't see us not winning League 2 with the way we're playing. I think if it hadn't been for Big Aaron getting himself hurt, sorry, Big Aaron, brain fail. Big Harry Smith getting himself hurt, I think we'd be clear this season already. Although, to be fair, it also doesn't help having Aaron Drillen deciding to punch randomers for no good reason in FA Cup games. That was not the one. Oh, you've got us away in the Tampax Sherpa Vans Trophy. That's not the one. But we'll see if McCurdy can score at Swindon, because he didn't in his second spell. Oh, Jimmy Scanlon's injured. What are you doing, birds? What are you doing? We need you. You've got a bad tummy. Oh, poor baby. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We'll make it. We'll make it happen somehow. We'll make it happen out there somehow. That's what we do. 3 days till we play Kalamata, who've just had a disappointing collapse, which, you know, probably isn't the one. Another player out the door. Goodbye, Hugenhut. I'm sure you'll have a great time playing for Krashava Ipsanas. That's how you pronounce that. I deserve money. Finances. Let's see what we're saying now. How is our profit loss getting worse? We've just sold like 50 grand's worth of players. How's that getting worse? Oh no, we're on the dregs of the vodka over at Ben's house. Someone deliver vodka to the Forest of Dean. We're going to need that to happen ASAP because our man could be sobering up and that's not okay. Send thoughts, prayers and Smirnoff. Another player injured. He's got a tight calf. I mean, mate, stretch it out. What's wrong with you? Honestly, like, friggin' footballers these days. I remember stuff, Ben. I remember stuff like Forest of Dean. I'm good at stuff like that. It was only like an hour or so ago. Either way, someone send vodka, because Ben gonna need that. And I don't know why it says that I'm saying like Ben really needs vodka. It's the only way he can get through this stream. It's the only way he can spend time here is by drinking the vodka. But you know, such is life. I get it. Like I used to drink to cope with myself too. So I fully get it. Oh, that's a lot of red. Let's quick pick. Oh look, Stilling Girris, who is leaving. Oh, he's leaving in the new year. Beautiful. We will have him in goal then, and that frees up a foreign player spot for someone else to go in there. That'll do. We don't really want that goalkeeper on the bench. Where's that fella I sent in last time? Karanikas, just because he can go and be a goalkeeper for Christodoulis. Go to match. Let's make it 2 from 2. Nearest off is an hour drive? My God, man. That's your nearest off licence is the one round the corner from me. Crazy stuff. Have you not got, like, an alcohol man? That used to be a thing, like, I don't know if we've got one in Swindon or not, but we used to have one when I lived in Oxford. There was, like, you'd go on, like, Deliveroo or Just Eat, and there was just, like, a guy 24-hour dropping off alcohol in a little van. Crazy stuff. The old party man was the one. And if you knew what combination of stuff to select in the basket, he didn't just drop off bottles. So, he was a good boy. That was the highlight of my university experience. Yeah, you haven't lived until you're putting an all-nighter, putting your dissertation together, and you just go on Just Eat and have a man drop off some of Colombia's finest. And like 12 cans of Monster. Honestly, it's amazing I didn't have a heart attack at uni. Oh, we've got the ball. Excellent. That's where the highlight ends, when we get the ball, of course, but such is our lives. We will get something going here, though. I've got a good feeling. I've got a really good feeling that we're going to get 2 from 2 here, and I don't know why, but it's largely probably because I've got far too much caffeine in my system right now. Yeah, we all miss a good old white Christmas. Unfortunately, I had to go to rehab, so I can't have them anymore, which is sad. There we go, though. You know, you live, you learn, you save a bit of cash. Quite a lot of cash. Quite a lot of cash. My my snow habit wasn't good. Wasn't good financially. It wasn't good health wise. But you know, it'll happen occasionally. Your missus is allergic to fun. Well, you know, it's these bloody millennials, mate. They're allergic to everything. Fucking soy and milk and I don't know, bread or whatever. Although to be fair, I shouldn't make those jokes. A, because I'm allergic to at least one of the things I just listed, and also because my grandmother is a celiac. Like, she's really badly celiac, and yet she just eats bread like all the time, and then wonders why she's constantly ill. Like, she's the only person I know who's going to get killed by her local bakery. It's genuinely mad. So, come on, get a goal. Torres through. Goal. No. Well, we tried. We've got a corner though. Oh, Greece doesn't have the armpit sniffing wheelchair people. Oh, it does. They're over here. They're not sat in like a little naughty shed in the corner here. They get to sit in the stands. See, Greece is a progressive country. They may not have any money. They may be broken, but they at least let their disabled fans sit in the crowd with the regular people. Into the box, Helios makes the lovely save. And we are going to get ourselves a goal soon. I'm feeling it. Let's get a goal going. Up the field, headed down by Igabagabuno. I can't pronounce his name. And off our defender. Good stuff. Right, forward. Come on, Torres. Faster. No, not like that. Like something else. Like a competent footballer would be my ideal, to be honest. If you could do that like a competent footballer, that would have made my day. Kalau, out to Manuba, over the top to Zafarakis, to Lindemeyer, to Tomaidis, and forward to Zafarakis, and out wide to Manuba. Come on, let's get this done. Let's get this done somehow. Over the top, someone win it, no one did. Kenya's picked up some kind, it hasn't picked up a knock, it's just an orange smiley face. That's what happens, I guess. But we've got a free kick. Come on, Torres. Make something goal-like happen. Lindemeyer back to Torres. And that was rubbish. And Manuba didn't even try and get that. So, I guess that'll be a thing. That'll be a thing that we let happen. And now we're on the back foot. Because that's what we do. We are making things happen. We've got, like, 6 lovely people watching on the old Twitch and 4 on the old YouTube. Hi guys, don't be shy, I don't bite. We are in Greece today, we're in the Greek second tier. We are trying to save a club that just got promoted, is very much the favourite for relegation, and has no money. So we are currently selling all of their players and replacing them with players on loans who don't want wages from all across Europe, whilst accidentally forgetting that we have to have a certain number of Greek players on the pitch. So we've been on a bit of a hunt to try and find some Greek players to replace the Greek players that we're having to sell. It's a whole thing. But either way, we are unbeaten in the league so far, which is good. We are only in our second league game, which is not so good. But, you know, you live, you learn, you have fun. We'll get there. We'll get there. We should be able to see this one out, I'm hoping. I don't know. I have no idea any of the teams in this league. The team we are playing could actually be a really good team, and I would be none the wiser. For all I know, they are like the 5th best team in Greece, and they just had a bad year last year and got relegated. It could happen without me noticing, because let's be honest, as an English football fan, my knowledge of Greek football is AEK, Panathinaikos, Olympiakos, and Aris Salonika or PAOK Salonika. Are they both Salonika? Did one of them move to Athens? I think one of them moved to Athens. I don't remember. I think I watched a video on YouTube about it. It happened. Anyway, basically, I know nothing about Greek football. We're currently in the second tier of Greek football, which I learned after taking this job is in fact split into 2 leagues of 10. And I'm hoping that we can finish somewhere not relegated in one of those leagues of 10 as big old Darbo goes on a run. He is on a run and he's beaten the entire defence, but also headed for the corner flag, a bit like a low-budget Emil Heskey. And it's not really worked out for him, to be honest. So something needs to change. Torres and Kenny are having terrible games. They're going to get a good old rollicking at the old half-time as Manuba with a cross maybe. No, he's just going to go look at the corner flag as well. Lindemeyer to Tomaidis. Forward into the box. Darbo turns. Torres shoots. Keeper saves. Corner incoming. And let's get goal number 1 before half-time. Let's always press Ahmad Mendes Moreira because he sounds dangerous. You can tell because he sounds like he's Portuguese, which probably means he's Brazilian and therefore good. Economo to Celios to Lemanis to Palmeiras to Big Mendes Moreira, who kicks it into the stands, and that's half time. Good, right. We'll say you've been doing well, but with the caveat that Kalau, Igbo, Anugo, Torres and Kenny get told they've not been good enough so far and to sort their lives out. It's not really helped the dressing room much, but we're underway again. So maybe we can get goal number 1 of the game and see what happens. That would be nice if we could pull that off. And if we can pull that off, we'll be laughing, I suppose. It is going to be sub-time though, isn't it? It is going to be sub-time because, let's be brutally honest here, our attack have not put in a shift today. So statistics indicate we're in control of our match, passing well. You don't get points for passes though, do you? Realistically, you don't get points for passes. We actually do need to score and goal, and so far that's not a thing we've achieved. So if Selengiris, who's been asked to, hoof the ball at the pitch, can do that, that'd be great. Gamma to Oikonomou to Kalotsikidis. Excellent. That's a name I can say. So he would get a nickname if he played for me. Torres does a tackling though. That's what we like to see. Free kick. And sub-time. That's sub-time. That's got to be sub-time because Torres, sorry buddy, but you have been, if I might say so, sir, complete shit today. Kenya, you can come off for Kocher, because we've learned that Rory Wilson isn't very good. Tom Aedis can be replaced by Lichtensteiger. Am I breaking the rules now? Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Kalau can get replaced by Bornschein. And I feel like Lindemeyer is going to come off for Karanikas. That's all 5 of our subs. Good. Let's just dump those on the pitch and let's hope for the best, because sometimes that works. Let's remove the team instruction to get stuck in so we get no yellow cards. And let's get a goal. A goal is the plan. Manuba's going to get a cross in. Is someone going to head it away? Nascimento hasn't done that. Apparently our tactical changes are pending, but all of my subs are now on the pitch. So, answers on a postcard. Vodka and snooze, that's a combination. You're partying like a Russian sailor. That's what we like to hear. Lemonis, to Straungis, to Silla, to Miranda. They've just got girls on the left-hand side. Silla and Miranda sounds like a rubbish iPlayer session. Why would you be doing that? That's definitely, you've got too many cats television. Right, into the box. Let's get it clear. We have, and hopefully we'll get Ansem Edam. Good stuff. Made backwards. Silla. Such a terrible joke. Such a terrible joke. Let's focus on scoring a goal. Jesus Christ. This is what I've come down to now. I'm making those jokes. Bush. I don't understand what's happening at all at this point. Let's just carry on our lives. I'm glad you paid that, Ben, because that was honestly the worst joke. And that was the worst defending. Pamlidis scores against us. And probably, honestly, justified. So there is that. There is that. That's pretty justified, to be honest. Ben, you can take that joke, because that joke was in kids' joke books when I was 6. It's such an old joke. It's such a cheesy joke. It really is. Yeah, it's not. It's not the one. Come on, let's get a goal, guys. Why no goal? Why no goal from what goes ha ha crash? Well, honestly, a diabetic clown is the answer to that question, but I'm sure you've got a better one. Go on, hit me with it. A man laughing his head off. I'm still preferring the diabetic clown, but that might get me in trouble. So we should do something tactics here, shouldn't we? Something tactics feels like the way forward. Let's try the old what's happened. Why do I have 2 goalkeepers now? I don't understand. Did I not take off Manuba earlier? Hang on, let's rearrange these players, then I can figure out who is doing what where. That might be the plan. We will. This is going to be a disaster, but I don't care at this point. It's going to be a disaster of a tactic, but I feel like it could work. And when I say I feel like it could work, I have exactly no confidence at all in this as a system. But if we drop that to a back 4 out of possession, like that, and maybe you be the tracking midfielder there, you be the centre forwards. Let's try it. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. And hopefully something goes, because we've not played well today at all. To be perfectly honest, we've not done well today at all. That was terrible goalkeeping, quite frankly. pushing it into the head of your defender. Not really how we like to defend. This old dinghy comes down the near side, running the channels into the box. Headed away, please. Pamelidis does a header. Silingiris does a catch. Nobody scores a goal for us, and ball goes long, and that's been nothingy. Okay, I don't think we're gonna win this game. if I had to make a prediction, I don't think we're gonna win this game. Igbo Anugo, you can Anugo down the wing if you'd like, that'd be good. Nascimento gets a turn going. Let's get it into an attacking player over the top, looking for Zafarakis across the goal, and that's been hoofed clear. And let's get back in the box. Come on, guys, we've got to be better than this. No, no, we haven't. We haven't got to be better than this. If in doubt, what we're learning here is that we are not better than this. We are in many ways worse than this, and we need to get a goal. Bornstein to Manuba. Manuba forward for Zafarakis to try and make something happen. Back to Bornstein to Karanikas and Rasulinia, and over the top to nobody. Excellent. World-class stuff. We have got, never let it be said this is untrue, we have got truly a world-class side here. Cannot fault them. They look like a world-class side. They play like a world-class side, just in training when no one can see them. Darbo, down the far side. Crossover, please, buddy. Or go into the box. Maybe win a penalty if you'd like. Don't know. You know, free country, I guess. No? We didn't feel like chasing that loose ball. Maybe getting the ball forwards. We didn't feel like that at all. No? Alright, guys, cheers. You've done well. Well then. Let's see if we can concede a third. That's gonna be our game now. Can we concede a third to cap off this truly atrocious performance? Probably. Probably we can. No, we've hoofed the ball up the field. Nobody's chasing it. That's the final whistle. And we are no longer unbeaten in the Greek Super League 2. So, that's the pressure of the unbeaten run-off. The aliens have invaded us. Good stuff. Address the team. We're training tomorrow. Because we are. Happy frickin' days. Good. We are somehow still fifth in the league. I don't know how we've pulled that off. Kalamata are top though, so I know it's only 2 games, but it's safe to say they're a better team than us. Silingiris has made his debut. He's already leaving us. Good stuff. Send assistant. What else is happening recruitment-wise? We had some players coming in, right? Ins? No. So there's got to be some Ike players we've not loaned yet. There has to, by sheer logic, be an Ike player we have not loaned yet. Good. You can come in, Kolimatsis, and you can also come in. I'm guessing there's no limit what we can like take from any particular club, so that will help us out. If you had a look at how much the alcohol man is these days, have a guess how much it is for a litre of vodka. Are we talking like, give me a brand, like are we talking Smirnoff, are we talking Grey Goose, are we talking like weird top shelf at the corner shop vodka, what are we talking? Glens and Smirnoff are the same price. Well, first of all, that's shocking. That's just shocking because Glens vodka should be about 3p a litre. I'm going to say 35. I reckon 35 is what the alcohol man wants for a vodka right now. At a guess. At a guess, I'll say 35. Because that does feel like the kind of number the alcohol man charges. 52.89 without delivery? My word. For 52.89, you could probably get a cab to the nearest town that has a 24-hour bar and still get reasonably topped up and maybe get back again, couldn't you? Like, although you did say as well, like, you're in the middle of nowhere, aren't you? So maybe it's more expensive because you're in the middle of nowhere. Maybe that's the thinking. Because like where you are as well, like you have to kind of do the maths. Like where you are, there's quite a lot of people with like stupid money and alcohol problems. Like you're definitely in like recently retired middle class alcoholic territory. So it's not out of the realms that's why they're charging so much. Like, do right, if I lived in a posh area and I was doing like Uber Eats deliveries and stuff, I would literally go nocturnal. I'd only work from like midnight till like 8 a.m. I would be fully stocked on alcohol, going full like alcohol van guy out there, and like my litres of vodka would be a ton each. So Uber would be 10 quid each there and 10 quid back. It'd be cheaper to get an Uber to the shop. I mean, to be fair, Ben, there's not a lot stopping you. You know, I'm not going anywhere, and you can watch me on your phone while you're in the back of the Uber. I'm just saying. If you need to top up, that party is available to you as an option. That is a thing I will say for your options today, is that you could do that and nobody would judge you. So when I say nobody would judge you, your missus might judge you, but I mean, she's kind of your problem, not mine. So it's not going to affect how I sleep or where I sleep. So you know, it is what it is. Oh, we've got a lad in from Olympiacos. Good. He's going to be better than not having a player. Yeah, if you've got a dinner plan, mate, maybe don't do that. That's going to end badly. That's going to end quite badly. Like, because the last thing you want is to have a dinner that's either thrown at you or silent treatment. That's not a good time. But on the other hand, and I'm not encouraging this, but on the other hand, if you got the Uber to this shop, or the Big Harry score, if you got the Uber to the shop and back, you could buy 2 bottles of vodka while you're there, and then you've got one to get you through the silent treatment at dinner. But I didn't encourage that, and obviously you should give her all of your attention and whatnot to make you I shouldn't be giving relationship advice, because the last person I was in a relationship with died to get away from me. So, you know, I probably shouldn't be giving relationship advice. Otherwise, like, how to end up a widow. Good stuff. Oh, mate, you live next door to a garage. See, that was just bad planning. That was bad planning, mate. You always stock up, mate. Always stock up. Or if you feel really fancy, like if you feel super fancy, like next time you're planning a night in on the old piss, I think Amazon do like a case of vodka for like 50 quid, like. So, you know, I'm just saying that is also an option, but it's not going to help you right now. We've got a registration window, which tells me we've got a deadline today. We should be trying to get rid of more players, shouldn't we? That should be our plan, is get rid of more players. Because, frankly, Gonzalo Torres, oh, he's already on his way out. Good. He's already gone some. Oh, it's because the Greek window ends at, like, end of September and everyone else is at the end of August. Right. I've got it now, of course. My brain, because we've only played a couple of games this season, my brain thinks that it's still August. I was like, why haven't any of these players that we've sold left? And now I understand one of these players we've sold have left. So, good work by me. Oh, mate, that's a night. Have a day, get on the piss afterwards, play some FM. Man, I miss the days where I could do that. I do miss those days a little bit sometimes. Not all the time. Like, there are times where, trust, like, I don't miss it. But, you know, that's how it goes. There are more days where I don't miss it than do now, which is nice. But, man, there have been days when I've been playing the beta of this where... couple of beers might have gone down quite nicely. I'm just saying. Yeah, man. Uber Eats does work in the forest. It does work in the forest for sure. Like, I promise it works. It will work there. Because, like, the alcohol man's not stupid. He knows that, like, all your neighbours are on, like, 6 figures solid, right? So, 6-figure jobs tend to come with a little bit of a taste for the old drinky poos. So yeah, your man's not stupid. Like that fella's worked it out. Like he knows what he's doing. Like honestly, if you can find like a small town in the middle of nowhere with a bit of an alcohol problem and some money floating about, oh you are absolutely laughing. The ethics of that are not great, but the bag is good on that. I'm just saying that's good bagging. Right, let's. Do I want to change anything with this team? It's got to be said, this tactic wasn't very good. Who are Athens Calithea and are they any use? Why can't I see your predicted position anywhere? Is it there now? Nope. Where is the media prediction? That's what I want to see. Media prediction 4th. Alright. So these lads are good. These lads are good. Let's break out the Chelsea Smasher. Let's give that a go. I feel like Lindemeyer may not be a playmaker. I've just got a suspicion he may not be a playmaker. So, let's make him a deep lying playmaker. Hopefully he'll be able to do that. Hopefully. What's Manuba like as a playmaking wingback? Fair play, man. I mean, you know, the first step is admitting you've got a problem or whatever the fuck. I should know. I should be more confident saying that. I've been going to meetings for like 13 years. I should say that with some confidence. Yeah, let's get this tactic on the road, shall we? That could work. Target forward. I don't think you're a target forward, Koch. I don't. I think Rory is probably a better bet for that, even if he was a bit shit in that first game. And then I think we'll still stick your man Kalanikas on the bench. It's true, it's not a problem, it's a challenge. I think that's a team we can live with. Let's give me 2 seconds and I will return, because that's definitely time for a quick stretch of the old legs, but I'll be back in 30 seconds. So Paula says in the chat, I've got big glasses on my face, which I don't know if I'm hoping that's a reference to like my Avi, because I don't think I've got big glasses on my face, but it's very possible that my like what's he in here does. I don't know. Maybe I do have big glasses on my face. I don't know. Either way, we have got a game against Athens Caletheia. I don't know, mate. I don't know what I've got big glasses of on my face, but we'll assume eyes. I don't know. Paul Wagner has got a squad number. That's a good time. He's best known for his composing, presumably. And we are warming up. And not a lot appears to be happening with... There we go. We're in a dressing room. Good stuff. Yes, always press that guy. And I recognise none of those names. That's good times. Okay, let's. I want to see a marked improvement from all of you today. And they all went, yeah, we were a bit shit last time, boss. So hopefully things will change. But this tactic was designed for stopping the Chelsea women's team in the WSL, and it worked wonders. So I thought we'd load it up. We'll try it out. I have got the Women's Leagues loaded in the Journeyman ban. Yeah, I have. Just because it gives us an extra place to end up. We'll see if we go through that mode or not. I had a little play around in the WSL already. It's okay. One thing that is noticeable when you play on the women's side of the game is that the database is really small. Like, it's really noticeable. The database is quite small. It just feels like there aren't enough players in the database, which, you know, it's to be expected because they've not been researching it for very long, or indeed very well. But somehow they completely missed that one of the best clubs in Europe is in Scotland, so they didn't put the league in. Go figure. Not having the Scottish Women's League in FM is like not having the French league in FM on the men's side. It doesn't make any sense. It's such a bizarre choice they've made. I mean, there are less women's players, but like, even if you load up every female player in the game, it's only about 24,000 players, which is what you'd get on like a small database in Wales, I think. Like, it's not a lot of players at all. So, like, there are, even if you just look at the English pyramid, English women's pyramid, there are probably still, what, 8,000 or 9,000 players playing in it. Like, it's quite a small percentage of the number of women's players. So, I guess it is what it is. I'm not in charge of the research. I'm not on the research team anymore. No one's asked me to do any research, so it's not really my problem, to be honest. Except when I try and play with it, as we are defending again, and not well, to be entirely honest. Not well at all is how we're defending. Silingiris now is going to take a goal kick, though. Come on, let's get I really would like us to get another win. That feels like the way forward. You used to work with two of the first team women's players at Forest Green when you were a copper. That's got to have been a tough one. Like, I don't know how good the Forest Green women's team is, but honestly, just the idea of spending that much time in a day with that many vegans would bother me. So, like, imagine you're just sat there. You don't have to imagine you've done it. But you're just sat there, like, trying to do your cop thing. I don't know, drink coffee, eat donuts, arrest minorities, and you've just got people that say, "You should be a vegan. It's good for the planet." In your face, I'd kill someone, and then I wouldn't get arrested because I'd be a cop, and that never happens. You know how it goes. I'm just saying. Oof, Bud, that's not okay. Like, someone send Ben vodka and steak. His missus is a vegan. Man needs assistance. Man needs assistance fast. We've got to hook a boy up. That's all we're saying. Like, hook the man up with some protein and some alcohol. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. We've got to get a goal too. That's got to be a thing we do. Otherwise, this is going to be a rough day. Mavrias is through. Singiris makes the easiest save in the world. I would like a goal now, please. If it's okay, if nobody minds, if we could just get a goal, that would be good for us. Fair play, Ben. Only eating meat and cheese sounds like the light. I feel like. Let me know if it doesn't work out with the missus. I'll introduce you to my sister, because her diet is also meat, cheese, and vodka. So you guys, house on fire. House on fire, my friend. She's told me she'll try steak when pregnant. But, I mean, to be honest, the incentive is there, but it's a trap, bud. I mean, it's a trap. I'm just saying, she's laying a trap, mate. That's Wile E. Coyote territory. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. She says it. She's saying it for the baby. You'll be like, you've peed on the stick. You've got the little cross. Here's a lovely steak. You'll be like, I want a cauliflower steak. I had you. And now 18-year sentence, mate. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying, bud. All I'm saying. Just wary, you know? Mavrias. Let's get tackled. Oh, he's been tackled. He's gone down. He's not got a penalty. We've hoofed it to the halfway line, and absolutely no one was waiting for it. Good times. Panagu to Mavrias to Mattia to Mavrias, who shoots, and keeper does something, I guess, probably. This game has not been massively successful so far, has it? It's hard. You'd struggle to make the argument that we've been a good side today. But we do need to get some goals and stay up soon. That's basically the plan. Torres. What can Torres... Oh, come on. That's a red card. Straight red. Oh, he's giving him a yellow. That's foolish. That should have been a straight red because I don't like his haircut. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's get a goal. Let's get a good goal. Then we can relax a touch and be reasonably not upset with ourselves. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Get a goal. Be reasonably not upset with ourselves. It doesn't look like it's coming, does it? It doesn't look like a goal is coming anytime soon. I feel like maybe we'll go back to that first tactic we were using and just ride or die it, because this 7 at the back or 6 at the back or whatever, 7 at the back we're playing, isn't looking that defensively solid. That was perfect time. As comedy timing goes, It doesn't get better than that. This 7 at the back isn't working. Bosh. Alright. The trouble I now have is I don't have the players on the pitch to go back to the formation I was using before, to the 4-2-3-1. It's tough. Because none of those centre halves can play in midfield. See, Ben, now you're thinking outside the box, mate. Rob the cider from the sister. Pop to the garage in the morning. What's the worst that can happen? What is the worst that can happen? Can't believe we're 1-0 down already. Cannot believe we're 1-0 down. And looking like garbage. And the thing that really makes this annoying is that all 8 of the foreign players we currently have in our starting lineup are from Premier League and Bundesliga teams. Oh mate, don't even bother replacing them. You won't even notice. They're all from Bundesliga teams and Premier League teams. Like, they should be good enough for the Greek second tier quite comfortably. Maybe it's just because I don't understand how Greek football works. Like, maybe there's like, you know, it's like when you play in Italy and you just have to defend until everyone's bored, and then you wait for like half the defence to die of boredom, and you just tap one in. Maybe there's like something similar going in the Greek league. Who knows? Either way, we've made an interception. Wilson's done a pass. Manoeuvres down the far side, crosses over. That's fallen to no one. Wagner with a shot from range, and that has gone over the fence. Pay a young lad 10p to go and get it back and carry on our day. That is what we are looking for. Mattia now to Gezos, to Panagu. Panagu coming forward to Mavrias. Let's get the goals. I miss having shouts. I feel like I need shouts. So my drink of choice is just generic cola because I can unfortunately no longer drink the alcohol because of my lovely stint in rehab. You will occasionally see me drinking like an alcohol-free beer or a Guinness when I get the taste for it, but yeah, unfortunately, Ben, the old alcohol nearly killed me, so I have to be really careful and not drink, which is a shame because I have to like actually make an effort to be fun now. Like, man, I wish I'd discovered streaming when I was drinking, because I was a riot. Whereas now I'm just like doing my best not to be depressing. So, you know, we're swings and roundabouts. You've not been good enough so far. Sort your lives out, boys. Oh, mate. So semi-pro drinking is the way. Like, so when I finally figured out that I had to quit, I I say figured out, when a doctor told me I had to quit because I was like 3 hours from dying, which is a great way to start any story. My like daily intake was like 20 pints and a bottle of whiskey. Like, I was fucked. Like, I wasn't even a pro. Like, I was a Hall of Fame drinker. Like, literally 20 pints of lager a day and a bottle of whiskey was my go-to. And let me tell you, that's when you get told by the doctor you've got like 2 hours before everything shuts down and you die. It doesn't come as a shock. Like, let's just say the old doctor was not needing to do a lot of convincing. I was probably following what he was saying better than I should admit. So Mattia's going to take a goal kick. He's got a stupid haircut too. What was you lined that up like you were Johnny Wilkinson and then you tapped it 3 inches to your mate? That was a rubbish free kick. Absolutely rubbish free kick. You're not thinking that through at all. Shouldn't be allowed out the house. Someone check his hard drive with a free kick like that. Mattia with a corner into the box, caught by Silingris. To be fair, Ben, like 2.5 bottles of vodka, liters of vodka a week isn't the worst I've heard. Like, I used to tell people that I was a weekend drinker because I'd start on Sunday and finish on Saturday, and I wasn't wrong. So, you know, I think 2.5 litres a week is probably within limits, but I'm also not the person that should be giving guidance on alcohol consumption because, like I said, I was on 20 pints a day and a bottle of whiskey. So yeah, it's easier to, yeah. If you're on the old Columbia, mate, if you're on the old sniff, it's far easier to drink more than like you think you did. Like I remember like years ago when I was still in my 20s. I used to work at this pub, and in Oxford, the big thing is May Day. So like students go and gather on a bridge at like dawn. We've scored a goal. Students go and gather on a bridge at dawn. They just get up on the piss all night. Pubs are open for like 24 hours either side. Like it's a big old deal. And I used to work in this little pub next to where this happened. And we only had like 4 people on staff, so we all pulled like 40-hour shifts. And we were heavily on the sniff, off the bar, like in front of everyone. We didn't give a shit. And we must have drunk a couple of bottles of spirits each in that 48. It was, yeah, like, man, I dread to think how much both alcohol and sniff I put back that night. But I don't think my wages were profitable. It's safe to say I do not think I made money on that shift. Let's replace old Darbo with Nascimento. Wilson off for Kegney, maybe? We'll take off Igabananuga. We've not got another left wing back, so that's not going to happen, is it? We have got another right wing back. I am just thinking, do I want to attack the game? I think I do. I think I do want to attack this game a little bit more. It just feels like the right thing to do. So we're going to switch you to right back. We'll move Kotsidis out here. You can go back. Torres can take that wing. Wagner at left back. We will stick. So, no, ooh. It's not going to work, is it? Let's let Lindemeyer keep doing what Lindemeyer's doing. We will take off Igbanugo to go in here. Broggio is going to go in here. And then what we'll do is we'll do like a... Why has that not worked? Kotsidis. Kotsidis is coming off for Kone. Let's do like a stepped 4-2-3-1 in possession. That feels like it could be a thing. You're not playing as a wide centre mid. You're playing as a channel mid. No, just a regular centre mid. Lindemeyer can do that. Torres can stay out on the wing. You can go to second striker. Nascimento... You probably want to play on the right, don't you? Is that what you're telling me you want to play on the right? You're not telling me you want to play on the right. You're just telling me you're not very good, to be honest. Yeah, you can stay as inside forward. Let's try that out. That's... You're not being a no-nonsense centre-back. Not in 2025. Rasalina, you can be a ball player. Let's try that out. What's the worst that can happen? And then out of possession... Broggs can stay up here. Kone can go there. We'll go Diamondy. You can track as a wide. You can track as a wide. You can go and be a... Yeah, you can stay as a centre mid. You can drop into the defence. That's good stuff. Wagner. Go press. And Karankas, you can also go press. This is probably a mistake. But Making mistakes is what I do. So let's do that. Let's get that going. Let's get that back out onto the pitch. Good plan on getting the side bent. That is a winner. We are going to try and chase this game. We're going to try and chase this game as far as a win. That's my plan. Torres. Brought down by Mattia. That was clearly assault ref. Don't know what you're doing. Let's get something going. So we're going for Cantillo has put the ball out, and we are going to see if we can make something cray-cray happen. With a goal, ideally. Slingiris, big ball forward, let's do a thing. We didn't do a thing. We didn't do a thing. Come on, anyone. Wagner, forward to Nascimento. Back to Kone. Kone out to Wagner. Wagner going down the far side. Cross goes over. Into the box. Nope. Torres. Come on. Someone. Anyone get a goal. Torres. Oh, it's an own goal from Triantafyllos Passalidis to put us ahead. And we are laughing. Absolutely no jokes, all fun. I haven't done a tactics video today yet, Ben. I'm recording one today. I'm going to do a tactics video today, record it, edit it. Assuming I don't like crazy sleeping, it should be up by about 6, I would think. But I'm going to do like a how to build tactics guide, because contrary to what it looks like, I have sort of figured it out now. I say sort of. I've started to understand what's working and what's not. And as much as I am not necessarily pulling up any trees in this Greek second tier yet, I am slowly figuring out where the metas are and how to build a meta-ish tactic. And also, one thing I have figured out, which is quite interesting in this match engine now, is that A, you have to set up differently for the men's and women's game. That's a big thing. And B, you have to kind of have more of a sense than you did on FM24 of how the league as a whole plays to build a successful tactic. So I do actually have to check one thing, Ben, to do that video, because I was going to do a thing. I was going to launch a series of just tactics tests, and I've got a base save set up where I've got 5 very different teams, and I was going to run a save where I'd set them up with a tactic, sim the whole season, and then we work out what the average win percentage across each team was to judge how good the tactic I'd built was. But unfortunately, they've taken out the stat in the game that gives you that. So on the manager profile, you know, you've got your like winning percentage where you're at with the club. In FM24, if you holidayed the entire season, if you sim the entire season, it would give you that percentage. But it doesn't do it anymore. So if you get sacked, you can't figure out that percentage without just doing like spreadsheet math. So I need to give that another test. Actually, I'm glad you reminded me of that, because that was going to be a thing I was going to do. Essentially set up the same save, and it gets tested with, I'm trying to remember the teams I use now. It's like Nottingham Forest, Como, I want to say Elche, Durham City, and someone else. But yeah, the idea was to test the same tactic at the same time in 5 leagues that play very different types of football. Pamela keeps saying I have big glasses on my face, but I don't fully understand. I just have regular glasses on my face, and I don't know what she's seeing. My brain is not coping. My brain is not coping. I keep checking like my stream output camera. I'm like, do I have big glasses on my face? What's going on? I'm just wearing my regular everyday glasses. They're not that big. They're quite thin. Maybe she does have small glasses, Ben. Maybe that's what's happening. I don't understand. Yeah, I will. I I'm not streaming on TikTok right now, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm so confused. I'm not streaming on TikTok right now, and she's in the YouTube chat, and I don't. Pamela, please explain. I'm so confused. I'm so confused as to what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I'm starting to get like self-conscious. I can't take them off though, because otherwise I can't see the screen, which is equally telling because I've got like a 40-inch monitor in front of me, and it's like a foot and a half from my face. So that's how blind I am. If I take my glasses off, I have no idea what's happening, and I certainly can't read a chat. So, oh come on, not like this. We were doing so well. We were doing so well, and we've conceded. That's heartbreaking. Pamela's saying I have an ugly voice. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I mean, I could change my voice. We can go into we do an Irish thing if you like. We do an Irish thing. Is that better for you, Pamela? Should we do an Irish thing? Is that what you'd like? We can do that if you'd like, or we can switch it up. I don't know. Shall I go full Zealand? Go American? Is that going to make your life a little bit better? I can do that. I'm quite happy to switch things up. If you'd like us to do like a fully American stream, we can do that for you. I'll do this all day. You know, if it makes you happy, I can change how I do. You know, it's not a problem. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. But I can, you know, just tell me what you want. Tell me what you want. We'll go for it. You know. But for now, we are here in Greece. We're doing a good job. We are running things down the lanes. We've got a good QB. Doing well in the backfield, but it's not doing so well on the offense. You know. I don't know if that's what Pamela wants. We'll I don't know. I don't know. Instructions. Maybe we'll make that a thing for like the bit chat in Twitch when I figure out. I'll switch accent for a bit thing, for a donation. I don't know what you want from me. I can't help having an ugly voice, I guess. It's just how my world is a work. So, there we go. There we go. We've drawn 2-2. That's not too bad, to be honest. That could be much worse. It could be much worse. I have to sympathise with you all. It was one of those days. But hey, at least Pamela got to see my partial repertoire of accents. I mean, those were the least offensive ones. I feel like if I start going Jamaican on stream, we're going to get killed. So we won't do that. I mean, I could go South London. If you want me to go South London, I'll go South London. Ben, that's not a problem. I can drop down south of the river. I do have to stab everyone I meet if I drop south of the river, though. So that's a problem. It's a problem when I do that, right? And then we have to go down to the old dog and the whatever and do some Londoner things. Right? That's not a problem. Not a problem at all. We can do all of that kind of stuff. I can get you in my cab, right? We can go driving around. We'll have a little look at the old Big Ben. We'll have a little look at the old magic wheel. We'll have a look at the old O2 friggin' stupid fucking tent thing. You know, we can do all of that. It's not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. We'll do that all day. I don't know. We'll just we'll pick a voice. We won't stick with it because it will always just drift back to this nice one. I think we should I think I might make that a stream thing. I think we could do a Crawley Town if you want. We'll do a Crawley Town. It's nice and easy. Crawley Town. You do. Trouble is, if you do that too often, you sound a bit like you're in a market stall. Like, I've got 6 for £1, 6 for £1. Crawley Town, everybody. 6 bananas for £1. And come on, get up here. I've got a lovely pound of bacon for a tenner. Come on, get in here. You know, I can't. They're not going to let me work at Gatwick, Ben. They're not. They're not going to let me work at Gatwick at all. That's a crisis waiting to happen. Definitely a crisis. I know. Like I said, maybe when I figure out how to do the old bits points setup thing on the old on the old Twitch. We'll make that a thing. I'll put a list of random accents in there, and we'll do like, you can drop bits for 10 minutes of me doing a random accent of your choice. That could be a thing. I do have to check I'm not gonna like super offend some people though. It was turned from 200 people into a town for Gatwick. It's quite weird. Yeah, you know, maybe I don't know, maybe we'll do a stream where I do a lovely Tom Jones South Wales. That could be a thing. We'll do a South Wales. Everyone loves a lovely Welsh accent. It's lovely, warm and welcoming. Don't want to sound too much like Uncle Bryn. Don't want to sound like Uncle Bryn while I'm doing it. That's not going to be okay. Yeah, I suppose it's a bit like Swindon. Swindon's not so much a new town as it is a shit town. But it's a shit town with some lovely drug dealers. So we have to be a bit respectful to them. There are some lovely drug dealers around here. They're genuinely lovely. I will say they are some of the nicest drug dealers you'll ever meet, insofar as they don't threaten to kill you when you don't want to buy from them. The best I can say for them is they won't try and murder you for not wanting a bag. So fair play to them. Fair play to them all. That's what we're saying. It'd be so weird if like someone raided right now and I was just deep in a Welsh accent and suddenly I dropped it like that. People would have not a Scooby what was occurring. It's going to be weird on the VOD too. Well, Ben, we're just two lovely people from Pontypandy sat here wondering why naughty Norman Price keeps doing those stupid fucking things with the fucking cats up a tree, playing those pranks so that lovely Fireman Sam can pop by. You know, I'm just saying, canonically, Norman Price is trying to shag Fireman Sam. It's not okay, because Norman's like 9. Oh, mate, everyone has got Wales, South Africa and Aussie in their accents. But you do have to play by the rules of doing a South African accent. Well, you have to start by going, fucking prawns. It's fucking prawns everywhere. Otherwise, you just don't. I can't go straight into South African after Welsh either. It's not okay. My brain just breaks. But then are we talking Aussie like, you know, the chuck a couple of shrimps on the barbie kind of Aussie, or the Sharon kind of Aussie? Because they're two very different kinds of Aussie. You know. Oh, you got to drop the old district, mate. You got to drop the fucking prawns. I'm sick and tired of these fucking prawns. But yeah, you do have to pick an Aussie. You can go Neighbours or you can go fucking Osborne, and those are two. I never swear on the channel, so that's terrible. That's why I shouldn't do a midnight stream. I am unhinged after midnight apparently. You had Chappie in your. That's great minds, mate. Should we postpone our league game against Ellis Siru for international duty? I'll be honest. I'm going to say no, because only one of those guys is actually playing for it. It says for international duty, but that's clearly 3 names you've given me. See, only one of those players actually plays for us. Let's have a look at Elas Siru. Make him go sleepy weepy. That's the one. That's the way forward. Let's have a look at their squad. Let's do a quick switch into the old international. Do any of their players have caps? So realistically speaking, these guys are youth internationals. Are they youth internationals who are likely to get called up? They are, insofar as they're of an age. I mean, he's not. Spiros Natsos is not getting called up for the 21s because he's 27. And Marcos Nino's not. I'm going to say no, because I think they're worse off than we are. for international call-ups. I think they're going to get their two best centre-halves called up for the Greek under-21s. Yeah, it might be a little issue. I think their two best centre-halves are going to get called up for the 21s. And we're going to just have one midfielder missing. So I think we play the game. It's weird they don't get the choice to postpone, by the way. I think we're just going to play the game and be like, we'll survive. Especially because if we're honest, I've got half the Bundesliga on loan and they haven't. So I've probably got a replacement in there. We're now playing a team called Ilioupoli, who I'm sure we've all heard of. Let's have a little look. Right, first of all, we're going to go back to the 4-3-3 because the 4-3-3 feels like it's a better formation for us. Let's be honest, it does feel like a better formation for us. Let's see what Quick Pick comes out with. It's got Darbs as the. So the trouble with this is it doesn't put Scans where I want him. Doesn't put Big Jimmy where I want him. Predicted finish. I actually don't know what our predicted was. Let's get Jimmy Scans in there and let's have a look at what our predicted finish was. I know we can't do a preview because that's a problem, but we should be able to get into our main pagey about club thing here. It was in info, wasn't it? So our prediction is 8th of 10, which, like, we're currently 5th. I don't feel like 5th is in pro. I've just realised I've still got a Greek goalkeeper on the bench. Oh well, we'll get over it. Yeah, I just want to avoid relegation. I'm assuming relegation is bottom 2. Probably should have checked. Let's have a look. We can still get into it from here, can't we? So, what rules? There's the rules. Let's have a look at some rules. That's a crazy idea. Well, first of all, that's broken. That's gone well. Do we have promotion relegation rules down here? No. Relegation groups. So, it looks like league splits into 2 halfway through. And presumably the bottom 3 go down. Would be my guess. But, as you can see, we cannot actually see the rules. So there's that. Oh, it's just told me it treats English players as EU, and I was deliberately avoiding loaning too many English players because they wouldn't count as EU. That has ruined my entire transfer window because I could have had some really good prospects from the Premier League on loan, but they were English, so I didn't. So I'm just stuck with 2 really shit strikers from Aston Villa now. It's not. Is that a Victoria Pilsen shirt, or are you just drunk? I am wearing a Wrocław shirt from Poland. Because they were my save on FM26, and as I was saying earlier, I did a lovely little stadium tour, had a lovely look around, got to meet a bunch of people, the players, the managers, or the manager. Didn't meet the chairman, couldn't get a meeting with the chairman. So the star is representative of the singular Polish title they've won. They had a mayor. They had a mayor actually. So in 23-24, they finished second in the Ekstraklasa in the top league of Poland. And then last season they got relegated. So they went from finishing second to getting relegated in the course of a year. And they'd be a really interesting save on FM because they're currently in the Polish second tier, which is playable. But they are, like, in English terms, they'd be like Polish Spurs. Like, they should be finishing top 4 or 5 every year. but they've just had a mayor, and they've got this incredible stadium. It's such like I've been to a lot of stadia in my life, and I think I would say that their stadium is probably top 10 or 15 I've ever been to. It's really nice. Although maybe I was thrown a bit by the fact that it's got like a full sauna. He's just decided to have a nap mid-game. That's not the one, Chief. Don't kick it out of play for him. Don't kick it out of play. He's just being lazy. Wisla Krakow is a great save. Great save. Huge history for that club. Such a big club. Should be a bigger club, but obviously Polish football's had a bit of a downturn in fortunes over the last 30 odd years. So it used to be a time when I was a kid, you could fully rely on a Polish team to get to the quarterfinals of the what's now the Champions League, but not anymore. We've just got a free kick, and Nzongo Bikien is having a little talking to. He's been told to go to his room. We're going to have a throw in. Good, let's get a goal. I really want a goal here, just so we can feel like we're doing something. It feels like about Darbo with a header, and big old Darbs doesn't do Darb things. I say that like he's scored a header for us before. He's never scored anything for us before. Oh, he did. No, he did score a couple for us, didn't he, in the first game? Their ultras call themselves the Sharks. That's some badass stuff. Unless they've got rivals who call themselves the Jets, then we're just reenacting West Side Story, and it's not quite so menacing. Like, I love a bit of musical theatre, but I think if I went to a derby and the ultras were stood there outside the ground being like, I don't think I would fully take them seriously anymore. I think I'd be laughing too hard to take them seriously. So you've got to play that carefully. You really do have to play that a little bit carefully. So, can we do an attack? Just an attacking. Any kind of attacking would be great here. Because we're not doing a lot of it. They call their derby the City of Knives Derby because all the ultras agreed to stop using knives apart from them and their rivals. So are they really not using knives? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. But I know there's probably a HITC7's documentary about it that I need to sit and watch. So I've got no doubt with a story like that, Alfie either has or is about to make a documentary about it. Ivan Chegra has scored against us, and our defence has collapsed. I mean, sure, why not let knives be a thing in the derby? That's perfectly normal. I think, like, if the South London derby doesn't allow knives, you've gone too far allowing them anywhere else. Like, if there's not going to be a stabbing at, like, a Palace-Charlton game, then we're probably taking it too far. That was a rubbish cross. I don't know why you thought that was a good idea, but if you could never do that again, I'd be quite happy. Why would I tell them to relax and play this match with freedom? No. Play football, you bellends. Right, let's... You. I sound a bit like Jim will fix it. That's not okay. Now then. You've not been good enough. Get it together. Get out there and do some kind of scoring goals. That's what I'm asking for. Goals. Not like Tony Hadley, but, you know, like the thing you score. Wagner, come on, get a goal. Any kind of goal here would be, frankly, magical. Any kind of goal for us would be great. Also, I found out earlier there's some fella on Instagram or TikTok who is making replicas of the FM ball, and I really want one. Which is odd, because I'd never use it. It would just be a thing in my house. It's true, it can't be Jim will fix it, they're not injured. or under 12. Um, shouldn't. Oh, this fella's injured. Look, he can get the old now then. Look, Jim's going to come out there. He's going to take him to old Great Ormond Street. And then as soon as the nurse isn't looking, a little bit of how was your father? Simple stuff. There you go. There's old Jim on the pitch now. Jim's doing an old fix-up. That's not his ankle, son. Stop it. Come on, there's people watching. What are you doing? He got his tracksuit on quick though, didn't he? Bloody Nora. Old Jim loved to go in hard on his opponents. Right, we've got to replace some players here. Big Jim is having talking of Jim. Big Jim Scanlon is not having a day today, is he? He's not having a day. I think we can probably abandon the Kocher experiment. Why is everyone looking nervous? Because I shouted at them. Big Jimmy Scans, you can come off for Ben. I feel like Nascimento can go on as a winger, maybe? No, let's leave him off for now. Let's leave the wingers on. Let's get rid of this guy, Rasulina, for Borshine. And then Manuba can come off for Schultz. That's 4 subs. And then we'll play a game of which winger can disappoint me the least. They might be looking nervous because it's because I've been doing the Jimmy Savile impressions. They think they're about to get molested. It's okay, lads. Don't panic. Don't panic. You've all finished primary school. You're all okay. Jim is no longer interested. And he's dead. Igbadabagudugo into the box for Zafarakis. Have a shot, son. He's not had a shot. He has had a shot, but he's missed it. It's been a bit shite, to be honest. I would like one of you, any one of you, quite frankly, any one of you to put the ball forward. That'd be good, right? Any one of you could put the ball forward. We would be doing fine, right? We'd be doing fine. We'd be okay. We'd be okay if we could just get the ball forward for the goal. Bear with us. I've just had a moment. There we go. I had a moment there where I realised my microphone were a bit screwy. It's all right. I fixed it. Next update, I am told, is coming on Friday. I'm told the next update is coming on Friday. I think 4 o'clock. I read somewhere Friday. There's going to be another update, but it should. Oh, that's discouraged long shots because we're shy at shooting from close up. We should be shooting from range. Yeah, as long as you've got your FM kept in beta mode or beta mode or whatever we're calling it, you should get it pretty much automatically without any faffing, because that's what happens with Zomboid on that. So I assume that's what's happening with FM, and there's probably running updates happening in the background. Zafarakis, get a corner into box, son. Into box. No, son. Into box. Don't go Jackie Chan on us. Into box. Bloody Nora. Right, Zafarakis, mate, you're coming off just because I don't like you today. And you can be replaced by Nascimento. Oh yeah, for sure. Get the old Journeyman on the go, mate. Get the old Journeyman on the go. Probably don't end up with this shite team in Greece. I'll see it through, like, till I find another job. But probably don't start with this shite team in Greece. Because I think it's safe to say this is going to be a frustrating year. Until we've got some money in the bank, we are not going to be doing a lot more than surviving here. But that said, bare minimum expectation was survive relegation. So if I can survive relegation and leave them with a couple of quid in the bank, I reckon they'll be alright with give me a good reference to go maybe manage somewhere else. We do have like Tahiti as an option to go to as well, which is quite nice. Yeah, I tend to try and avoid Western Europe. Or like, I'll end up like at a B team. I like being at a B team. That feels like a good place to start in Western Europe. But yeah, I think we're gonna make a trip to Tahiti at some point. I think it's gonna be a plan. Just because I feel like a nice beach feels like a place to manage. So that's always good. And I feel like we can kind of either do a little like build a nation, maybe do a little build a nation in Tahiti maybe on the way. Like, oh, it's not a big build a nation, but like enough we can get some players coming through and then we can get them qualified for a World Cup. That'd be a good place to like do that. Assess Gumsamamuff. Hello mate, you stream pretty cool. That's why I followed. I would love to be a fan of yours. If you don't mind, add me on Discord. Sure, once I figure out how to add people on Discord, sure. Everyone I have on Discord has followed me. Honestly, everyone I have on Discord has followed me. There is a Discord if you want to come and play. I think it's in the description of my YouTube videos, but not the stream, because I can't work out how to set that up. But, you know, feel free to come and play. It's split between like all my channels as well, so it'll be a really weird bunch of people in there, because like my other channel is like a law channel, so it could be a great place to find a lawyer in case you really fuck up. I could be asked to set up 2 Discords. I can barely set up our Discord. I didn't want to set up 2. So everyone's sharing a Discord. Hopefully they'll all be friends. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'd like a goal. That could be a goal would be a good thing. Nope, it's going to be point for Athens Agua Wobble Wob Wobs. Good times. Good times. We've lost. So, proud of your efforts. I'm not. You were shite. But I don't speak Greek. So basically my job is to shout louder in English. And good job probably sounds nicer than you were fucking shite. So, we'll do that. Right, send an assistant. What's occurring? What's occurring with our fixtures? This is the one where we've got all our players off on internationals, isn't it? This next one. No? I could have sworn it was that one. It's not mentioning players in international duty there. It's not there. Yeah, it must be this one, because that's the one between... Yeah, well, okay, cool. I know what's going on. You cannot pretend I do not know what's going on. Because it's a fact. And you would not be pretending. Right. I've just had a little scout. Chelsea have got 3 home games in a row in your save. Guess who's out for a month? Naturally, Big McCurds. I think we've now reached a stage where everyone has disappeared from online of FM on Twitch. Like literally, I'm looking at what's going on to the channels. Not because I'm looking for a raider out, just because I was curious to see who was about. And there are 5 English-speaking FMs going on, including the Americans. Limo forgot to raid. Oh, yeah, I don't think he was ever planning on it. I think he was just being nice. I love Lee, but I think he was just being nice. Currently on is Swans TV, who is for some reason playing as Wrexham. Figure it out. We've got Ted Fatso, a dumb American learning soccer. We're not, as I said, we're not. If we do a raid after this, that's where we're going, because that sounds incredible. Studs Up is playing, which, honestly, I'm pretty sure that fella's in deepest, darkest Yorkshire, so that's the thing. And there's a fella called Sean who does FM, and he's playing with Manjung City. Good times. Alright, we're not in a hurry just yet to switch over, but I just wanted to see what was going on out there. Just in case, you know. I say we're not planning yet. I think we'll probably play one more match and we'll go raid somewhere. I think that feels like a plan. Just because it is 3 o'clock in the morning and I do actually have to do some work tomorrow. So yeah, one more match, I reckon, and then we'll call it. That's probably a plan. Because it's the game where everyone's off on... I just saw everyone get injured. Are you having a bubble? Oh, it's only 2 days. It'll be fine. Stick a bag of peas on it, son. You'll be right. Jesus, up at 7? Up at 7, lad. Can't believe it. Right. Let's... Sometimes I feel like it processes really quick. Oh, bloody Lindemere's injured now as well. Half our bloody midfield's gone. I think we're probably getting a few too many injuries for not needing... 8 weeks? Oh, it's alright, it's alright. He's gone back to Germany to get treated because they've got doctors there. Good times. Right, okay. You know, I said we won't postpone this game because they've got like 3 players in international duty and we've got 1, so it should work out better for us. Suddenly feel like a bit of a twat because at least 3 starting players have just got injured, as if to say, fuck you, you're going to suffer. I don't know why I've suddenly gone all northern. It's probably a sign I'm tired. Send to assistance to that one. Our under-19s keep winning. Maybe we should just play the under-19s because our seniors are bobbins. 'Tis cold up north, like. Tuck whip it out, foot walk earlier, right? And I had to wear like 4 flat caps and a couple of different jackets. Came home, Tuck wife was knitting us a new scarf. Neofatidis receives Witajewski backing. Cool. Cool. It's encouraging, isn't it? That's a lot of red. Let's go to the 4-3-3 today because we haven't got big scans. So, extra midfielder in there. Feels good. Let's have a look at our bench. I don't like we've only got 9 people on the bench, but let's take old Christodoulis off and we'll replace him with probably Maidanos. I know nothing about the fella and I don't know how good he is, but we'll go with that. And I probably don't want to have 5 attacking midfielders on the bench when I've got 3 positions they can play in. So... we've been using Nascimento, we've been using Kocher, but he's a bit shit. We will take Nascimento off the bench because we know he's a bit shit. We'll stick Kostoulis on there. In fact, let's put Neofatidis on because he was chatting to the old media. And Broggs has been fine, Kocher's been shit. I feel like I've got too many attacking midfielders on the bench still. I am going to replace Schultz. I know, crazy. I'm taking a foreign player off the bench with Karanikas. Then we're covered everywhere, more or less, for all eventualities. Maybe. Let's go to the match. It was such a random explanation of why I was doing that. I was doing that because I don't need 5 attacking midfielders on bench. So, we are good to go. Let's put Thomas Oldvinados and his homeless orphan kids marked tightly. Not a single player I know there, but some good names. Paris Babis, that's a quality name. Home form's important. Oh, you appeared interested, but you didn't actually feel like maybe you put an effort. There you go, look. We put some smiles on to kids' faces. Back out to media. Continue. Let's go. Let's go, lads. 4-3-3. We're not bottom yet. We've got Olympiacos beneath us. Just don't say B. It's just Olympiacos. We're above Olympiacos. If you're just joining to stream, our little random Greek team are above Olympiacos B. They're above Olympiacos, and we are flying. We've got it won. For now. Like 4 games into the season. Right. Wasn't this fella injured? Wasn't Igabogabaganaga the left back that got injured? Torres is in. Torres had a pop. Torres hit Fillin's leg, but it's off. Sure, that's the fella that were injured. Don't matter, because everyone we've got here is rubbish. Basically, we're just going to have to hold on to this job until the window reopens, and then just absolutely go wild, loaning in Premier League players and Greeks. Ideally Greeks who play in the Premier League, but I don't think there are any. Wagner with a shot. Giakos to David, or David. It's just called David. His parents couldn't spell. They were a bit simple. How can you not spell David? It's just mad. We're not losing. We are, on paper, ever so slightly better. Ever so slightly better than whoever this is. Wilson. To Krejci. To Darbo. Darbo. Down far side. Come on, son. Into box. Cross goes over. Into box. Krejci. Krejci we hit to... Oh, that's rubbish. That's rubbish. Right, no more shooting from distance. We'll not be having that. We'll not be having that. I'm sorry, we'll not. Let's work ball into box. And let's play for free kicks. Right, let's do that. Happy diddly days. Let's try that. Let's try that. Let us try that. We have given away a penalty. Absolute daft bastards. Right, Selengiris, you're leaving. Save this, will you? I know you're only playing because Jensen's injured. Oh, you got close. Points for effort. Have a gold star. Extra bag of Smarties. You'll be alright. You'll be alright. Skippity doo dah, skippity day, skippity doobly doo, boobity bay. Score a goal, shall we? Oh, we're on 3¼ hours for the stream. This is crazy for me. Sometimes usually I just do an hour or 2 at a time. 3 hours is pushing it for us. 3 hours is a bit far, even for me. Oh, we've had a let off. Can I have a goal, please? I'm glad you're enjoying it, Ben. You've pulled quite a marathon, to be fair, coming from Lee over here. It's quite a strong evening's work. Torres over the topler into the box. Ibagababongo goes for a thing. Back to this fella Suntora to Torres. Torres with a shot. That's come off the post or the goalkeeper or something. Corner. We're not going to see corner, but we've got corner. I miss shouts. I just want to be like, lads, could you stop fucking about and have a go? Marcos Nino. Oh, I didn't get there in time. I was too busy reading it to get the old mouse across. We'll have a little look-see when we get back to the old in-between highlight screen, shall we? There we go. Always press. Have we got any other advice in there, buds? Anything else you want to tell us? No? No? Nothing else to... No? Alright, bud. Cheers. Good looking out. Alright. Krejci. Come on, son. Come on, son. Come on, son. Oh, you've fallen over again. You've fallen over and you've grabbed your cock. This is not the time, is it? That is not the time. You can watch that back. You can rewind that. He fell down and he immediately grabbed his cock. And that's why they're not putting out of play. Because he just immediately grabbed his nuts. Like, he was just running around. He wasn't really running around. He just kind of collapsed and grabbed his nuts. Horizontal Michael Jackson is the best way of putting that. But there's kids in the crowd. He belongs on register. That's all I'm saying. Not the school register either. Definitely not school register. Don't put him on school register. For the love of God. Over top. Trimatis now, he's got the ball, he's doing a thing, he's gone over the top there, headed away, Crecci forward to Torres. I feel really weird because, like, you don't see this on my YouTube videos, but when if I've gone into a northern accent I can't get rid of, it's a sign I'm really tired. And it's really, really funny because, like, my family knows this. Like, my whole family knows. Like, if I start going northern, it's because I've got tired or because my voice is wearing out, whatever. And it is generally easier for me to speak in a northern accent than it is for me to speak in a regular human voice. Ironically, Pamela, that I was just getting there. Pamela has noticed that I have some kind of a sore throat forming. But yeah, my entire family knows that, like, if I start speaking northern, it's because I've got, like, a sore throat coming on. Or, like, because I'm just tired in general. But what's really funny is that my daughter has a genuine northern accent. And so, when we're, like, together, people don't fully understand what's happening. Because either I'm really southern and she's really northern, or I'm really tired and we're both really northern, but I can no longer focus on what's actually happening in the conversation. So, it's a bit of a wild one. It's a bit of a weird one. But yeah, so Pamela says I talk too much, but then Pamela also has the option of not watching or turning the sound off. Both of these things are options. So there is that. I'm just saying, Pam, it's an option. If you find I talk too much and that my glasses are too big and that I have an annoying voice, there are alternatives out there. I'm just saying. Just saying that is an option for you. Igboanuanuanuanuga is doing throw-ins. I just want a goal, lads. Just one goal. Darbo's absolute shite, isn't he? What we're learning about Darbo is that he had that one good game in the cup against the team we lost to. Pamela's just upset that her son's moved to Barry Island without her. Poor Pam. Poor Pam. Is that right, Pam? Are you upset because your son's moved to Barry Island without you? Sorry, love. Oh, that were wrong accent, wasn't it? We were looking for Essex there, weren't we? We were looking for Essex, Pam. Looking for Essex, Pam. I forgot. Sorry, Pam. Sorry, Pam. Sorry you left. But to be fair, I'd moved to South Wales to get away from James Corden as well. Oh, Spiros Natasos has had a red card. Right. Right, lads. No fucking about. You hold off, Torres. You hold off there. We're going to do a tactics here. We are going to go full balls out. Friggin' route one. No messing. Over the top. Very attacking. No playing around now. We're going to keep Big Wills up top. That's probably a play. We are going to go full. No fucking about here anymore. No messing around. Everyone is going forward. Right. You're going to be an inside forward, Darbs, because that's what you do best. I say that. I was about to take you off, but you've got a fighting chance to look like a footballer now because we've got, you know, actual footballers. You're going to go full out, balls to the wall attack. You are going to stop being silly. Everyone forward, except you, because you shouldn't be doing that. Playmaking wing back? No. Wing back is your route. You're going to be a playmaking wing back, though, and that... Oh, we'll have a no-nonsense goalkeeper, though. Hoof to the roof. That's what we're doing. And you can go and be... I know a lad. Do what you do. I don't know if you can't clip that. But I think there is a clip option, Ben. If you wish to clip that, you feel free to clip whatever mad Barry Island shit I was doing to take piss out of Pam. She's left now. She's left the YouTube chat. She's decided that I talk too much and I make fun of her for her son wanting nothing to do with her. Which, to be fair, is a thing we can probably arrange for her. Let's... Oh, I can put her in timeout. Have 24 hours, Pam. Have 24 hours in timeout. It's broken. It says you have to... I don't know. I don't know how that works. But what you can do is you can go to the YouTube and you can just like download the VOD from the live section of my channel when we're done, and then you can have that clip for days. You have that clip forever. It happened about 3 hours and 15-ish into the stream. There you go. There's your timestamp. Happy days. Happy days. I've turned off my own stream. Crazy. Pamela was timed out for 86,000 seconds is what just happened. So, sucks to be you, Pam. Have a good day. Enjoy. Hope that made your life better, because it certainly made mine better, is what I'm saying. And I am slowly winning the war of attrition, because I am now on the first page of people currently streaming onto Twitch. There we go. That's a good day. I'm on top 3 rows. We've made it, lads. We've made it. I still didn't take off all those players that were shite, did I? I just messed around with tactics and didn't take off any of the players that were shite. So, Darbo, mate, you are utter shit. So you can come off. Torres is also coming off. Wilson is coming off. Right. I've got a plan. When I say I've got a plan, though, it doesn't mean it's a good one. Basically, my plan is that we're going to chase this game. We're going to chase this game something a little bit special. Because our in possession now is going to have Broggs there. Santura there. In fact, Broggs is going to play there. Cilla Blackis is going to play there. Oh, Cilla Black. You guys are going to be up top. And then out of possession. Catch, you're going to go there. Cilla Blackis is going to go there. Broggs is going to go there. And Santura is going to drop down with Wagner here. That's going to be something resembling the plan. Koch. I'm going to have to switch things up and down again just to make that work. Koch is going to go tracking wing for Cilla Black. Broggs, you're going to be the outlet. Sam, you're going to, whatever, centre forwards. It bloody says Cilla Black. You can't tell me that doesn't say Cilla Black in Greek. I'm just saying it's not racist because Cilla Black's a Scouser, so you can't offend her. Second striker for you. You are... Fuck it. Second striker. You're all going to beat second striker. Target forward for Big Sam up top. You're going to be a deep line... Or channel forward, lad. Yes, that's the one. Basically, the plan is everyone's in the box and we are going to score a goal. That's our plan. We're about to score a goal. Mark my words, goals are about to be scored. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, but goals are about to be scored. That's our plan. Over the top, Lego in for Big Rory, cross the box, nobody... Fucking Darbo again, look. Darbo again. Had a tap in and he couldn't be asked to move. Absolute lazy bastards. Ooh, Garufalus. Probably want to see a doctor for that, mate. Just saying, if that's your name, go see a doctor, Garufalus. We will have something happening. Over top, save from Silingiris. Gauntfoot corner. I have no idea how our corner tactic is going to work with it's like 5 strikers on. Probably not well. It's got to be said. Oh, Manubal with a tackle. Flew in. Good lad. Well in. I've still got 1 sub left. I've got no idea what to do with them. Part of me wants to take like Wagner off and like send in a sixth attacker, but I don't have one on the bench. Tell Usman Suntora to shoot less often. I'm not sure that's the best advice I've ever been given while 1-0 down. What's on bench? Not a lot of use in this situation on bench, is there? You look nervous, so... Oh, my Darnos, the lad I've never heard of and never looked at the profile of, is motivated. Get in there, son. Make something happen. That's been fisted away. Rasolina. Give me that Rasolina. He's going to get the ball in. Into box. Into one of our many, many strikers. Falls out for Wagner. Manuba. Come on, son. Pop it in box. He has done. He's in box. He's had a shot. Arthur Grease is in box, mate. Put it... Just square it. What are you doing? Right, 5 to go. That's what we're saying. 5 to go. I feel this. We're going to get an equaliser. We're going to get a late goal. This fella's... Come on, so that's 6 seconds. What are you doing, ref? That's a yellow card. Outrageous. Outrageous stuff. We're going to lose to 10 men here. It's not for want of trying. Wagner forward for Catcher or Kocher to... Oh, why are we tapping it around at back? Right, lads. This is... You're taking piss now. Distribution. Over top. Target forward. Job done. Supporting runs. I don't care. Progress through middle because that's what we're doing. Pass reception. Honestly, just hoof it anyone. All the shots into Watsy. Crossing. Well... Don't matter, do it, because everyone's in box. Don't know where we're dribbling, mate. Just forward, higher tempo, fuck all time wasting, as direct as possible, and attacking transition. Hoof. Hoof is what we're doing. I feel like I missed it. Bypass press. Ah, bollocks. I don't know. That'll do. And tactical master. Oh, Cilla Black's in. Cilla Black set up Big Ben Broggio. Stars in your fucking eyes, son. That's what we're doing. Absolute blind date has worked out for Cilla Black and Big Ben Broggio. And we are back on terms. And they said I couldn't tactics. I don't know what they're on about. Absolutely played a blinder here. Played a blinder. 5 up top. No messing around. Got a goal back. They've got a man down. 4 minutes to play. We can do this. We can get ourselves a win here. We can do it. I feel it now. I'm feeling it. We're going to get ourselves a win. Now we've got Silla and Big Ben combining. Laughing. Centaura to Wagner. Wagner out wide for old Montoris or whatever his name is. Maidanos. Falls for Wagner. Wagner with a pop from range. Politis picks it up. Everyone's happy. Bish bash bosh. Under the kosh. Over the top. Politis is up. And, well, Santora. Come on. Goal. Goal coming. Big Sam's been taken. Come on, ref. That's attempted murder. You can't do that to Big Sam. You can't do it. Let Silla take it, Sam. Alright. Dink it over at top. Rubbish. Rubbish. Absolute crap. 2 minutes to go, though. Can we get another goal? Another goal. That's all I'm saying. Answers on a postcard. Can we get another goal? Or if you put answers on postcard, it's going to get here like 3 weeks from now. Probably don't do that. Right, Politis into box. Go, let's go. Let's go, 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 go. Tremaniotis, Mamatis, Modotis, Medutis. Good stuff. Everyone's happy. Sam, forward to Catcher. Catcher, oh, back to Sam. Maidanos, ball forward, over at top. There we go. Not quite the one, but we'll get there. Maidanos again, over at top, into box. Come on. Come on, Manuba. Right, Papadopoulos is coming on. Right. Big long throw, mate. Manuba, you can do this. No, not what we wanted, but alright. Into box. Big Ben into the box. Oh, fisted away. We're not going to get this goal, are we? We're not going to get this goal. It's not going to happen. What the fuck was that? Jesus Christ. 10 seconds to go. And I think it's safe to say, game's gone. This one's finished. Fuck's, why are you time wasting, you big nonce? Check his fucking hard drive. Fucking Nora. Right, come on, Silla. Come on, Silla. Surprise, surprise. Yes, final whistle. Silla Black couldn't make it happen for us. That, though. We've got a point. I can't knock it. We've got a point. We are 5th in table after that, right? Yeah, 5th in table. Immediately top 4 for promotion, whatever bollocks happens next. But 5th in table, it's not bad considering we're supposed to be relegation favourites, like. I reckon we'll take that. I reckon we'll take that for shizzles. Oh, Jesus, I've started talking like a northern fucking Snoop Dogg now. Yeah, that's when you know it's... How do we go from being 5th when the whistle blew to being in 6th when we get back here? Not a scubbity-dubbity-doo. Right. I think... Let's go raid someone. Let's go raid someone for a lovely ending to our evening. If I can figure out how to make raiding work. And who's on. Bear with us for technical difficulties whilst I figure it out. Cheers, though, for being here, Ben. It's been a good time. I am working out how I do a raid-do. Create a dashboard. I think it's in there. I think I've seen it. Explore raid browser. Start a new raid next time you're live and share. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Who am I going to go see? I feel like... Oh, it's going to be Ted Lasso, isn't it? It's going to be Ted, the Ted Lasso lads. Let's go see him. We'll see you again soon, Ben. We're having a raid. Let's go. See you soon, Ben.
Raising the fuck out of Rayjaw. Absolutely. Alright. Whoa, we have like so many days off. Yo, chasing lamely with the raid. Let's go. Yo, chat, what's up, baby? Lamely with the house. Let's do it. Yo, heads up. I was having internet issues, so hopefully the internet's working great. But welcome to the channel. How you guys doing? Welcome. Pretty much the first raid in my football career. For most of my lives, all good, dude. I don't give a shit. That's amazing. That's how I feel. I appreciate it, man. Cheers. I've been told to come and upset Yanks. Listen, I'm the one upsetting everybody by calling this shit soccer. Trust me, everybody already got mad. It's football. Oh yeah, dude. Cheers. Thank you very much for the raid, chasing lamely. And the follow. Appreciate ya. So I bragged about this in my chat a long time ago, but I've been streaming for a long time. And back in like 2017 or 18, I did technically get rated by a football manager streamer. And he was literally, I'm not even kidding, my first subscriber on Twitch. It was Dr. Benji. He probably won't even remember that. I was talking to my chat about that. They're like, oh my god, I know Dr. Benji. But anyways. We'll stay on for a few, yeah. By the way, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. I just want to put it out there for doing my chat. Yo, let me introduce myself for anybody that came in through the raid from Chasing Lamely. I was playing for a long time R6, and then lately I've been more of a Trackmania guy. But I play a lot of I'm more of a variety streamer these days. I started my biggest viewership was Clash Royale. But anyways, I'm an old motherfucker. I love to cuss. I love to drink. I'm trying out this game for the first time, so. Didn't respond to a bloody text anymore? Whoa, wow, dude. Yo, he got big time, huh? Yeah, dude, I think he's a founder. He's like one of the founder subscribers. Fucking big time does, huh? By the way, I gotta be honest. I will say, I don't think I've, 0 seconds. I don't think I've ever watched Dr. Benji's content. I've never been interested in this game. I love strategy games and I love sports, so it makes a lot of sense for me, but I'm enjoying it. But anyways, sorry. But yeah, welcome to the squad, everybody. Appreciate you guys hanging. We're, yesterday we did a spinner, to figure out what nation, like what country we would play a league in. We have France. So, I'm one of the top teams in the 3rd division. And so we're trying to move up. We're trying to win this shit. You made me reinstall FM24. I'm so sorry. Is that one of the best ones though? From all my little research, I'm pretty sure FM24 was really good. I'm more of a YouTuber than a streamer, but I've just come back to streaming this week. Gotcha. Wait, I want to check it out. Is that Kane? Yeah, I'm playing Kane. Is that good? Let me follow you. Let me check out your YouTube, man. I need, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm more of a, like, I like, you know, NFL. And then I have a background in like hockey. So like I'm trying to use my hockey experience to make it work for soccer. Let me sell it. Oh, you're live on YouTube even. Wait, Roxham FC? That's the one that's owned by like Ryan Reynolds.